I've been getting a lot of questions on what is dropshipping, or I don't even understand what dropshipping is. Can you explain it in simple ways? So this is my attempt in explaining it. Dropshipping is just trying to sell products that you don't even have. Now this sentence can be very confusing. How do we sell a product that I don't have? So before jumping on to the next slide, let me tell you, you have a supplier or a manufacturer who makes the product. You have a customer who wants the product, and there is you as a dropshipper. So customer pays the money to you, you pay a part of it to the supplier, and supplier ships it directly to the customer. I know that's a little bit confusing, so I'll just explain it in a more easier way. So you are a dropshipper, like I am a dropshipper. I don't have a product, but I can find products through multiple product research methods. There are free product research methods and paid product research methods that you can use, and we find a product that is a solution for a specific kind of customer. So what beginner dropshipper or dropshippers that don't make a lot of money, what they do is they find a product and then they go and try to find a customer for that product. That's not how it works. You should have a customer in your mind and you should understand that customer very well. For example, with my experience, I know how a health and wellness kind of category works. I understand what the customer thinks, or I understand how you are thinking. For example, you are kind of my student or my customer or my audience. I know that you're thinking that you need to maybe escape the 9 to 5 job, you need more money, you need to take care of your parents, you need to pay off the bills, you need to take care of the family, you may want to go out for a trip, you may need an iPhone, a MacBook. So I know or I understand how you are thinking. Similarly, you should find a customer that you're passionate about or you know how they think, and then we try to find a product that solves their specific problem. So the customer and we tell the customer that we have that product. Customer pays some money to you for in exchange for the product. For example, let's say this water bottle is a it's an amazing water bottle and the customer wants it. So customer will pay you maybe 1,000 rupees for this water bottle, and you give the product. You should be giving the product to the customer. So customer has paid you 1,000 rupees, but as I said in the beginning, you don't have the product, you don't own the product. So how do you give the product to the customer? That's when the supplier comes in. From the 1,000 rupees that the customer has given you, you may probably give 200 rupees to the supplier in exchange for the product, because the supplier has this product. Remaining 800 rupees you will keep. I'll repeat. You are a dropshipper. You have a product which I'm taking the example of the water bottle, and the customer wants this product, the water bottle. Customer will pay you 1,000 rupees for the water bottle, and from that 1,000 rupees you will give probably 200 rupees for the supplier, because he is the one who is having this water bottle. He will store it, he will pack it, and then send it to the customer via logistics partner, which can be Shiprocket, delivery, stuff like that. Or there are multiple platforms such as Ropos or WayFulfill, but there are advanced things. I'm just explaining what dropshipping is. So you have paid 200 rupees to the supplier, he ships it directly to the customer. Customer has paid you 1,000 rupees, you keep 1,000 minus 200, 800 rupees as your profit margin. Now I hope it's clear. I'm just going to make it a little bit complicated. Now you will be asking, how will the customer find out that I have this product? That's where we use Shopify. Shopify is a platform which you can use to create a website. It just costs 20 rupees for the first 3 months and then 2,000 rupees per month. So you will create a website about this product using Shopify. Okay, you have created a website, but how will customer find that website? You will run ads on Meta, for example, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, Threads. All of this is owned by Meta, and anyone can place ads on it. Of course, you would have already seen a lot of ads on your phone. So people will see those ads on Instagram or Facebook, click on those ads, and then come to your Shopify website and then give you money for this product. So that's how you get the money. But in India, there are two ways that the customer can give you money. First is prepaid options. They can pay you by UPI, cards, net banking and all. And secondly, there is cash on delivery. Indian market works predominantly on cash on delivery. International dropshipping market works predominantly on prepaid options. So customer pays you money after going to your website when they watch an ad of your product on Instagram or Facebook. Customer pays you money, you pay a little bit to the supplier, supplier ships it directly to the customer. This is the basics of how dropshipping works. Hope you have understood it. And the main reason for this video is people jump into dropshipping that they want to make lakhs and crores of money, but they don't even understand the basics of it. And when they understand the basics of it, they understand that it's not something they want to do or they are passionate about, and that's completely fine. It's not for everyone. So they don't jump into dropshipping and waste a lot of their time, money, effort, and all. With this video, I'm trying to remove those people so that they could find out something that they're actually passionate about. So hope it was helpful. Thank you.
It's okay if you skip this video because this is going to be all about me. This is going to be my story. This may get, this video may get a little long, but I really wanted to tell you my story because first of all, you should know who is this guy, because why should I listen? Why should you listen to me? So that's why I have created this video. And some of you may feel that this video is just to flex my numbers, to flex my skill. This guy is just here to boast about himself. Some of you may feel that, but my point is to tell you that if I can do it, if a person like me who did not know about e-commerce, who did not want to do a business in life, if a person like me can do it, anyone can do it, irrespective of where he or she is, what the situation in their life is. You can do it. If I am able to start dropshipping few years ago and get to this revenue, this huge stores, multiple stores, and even get more than 50,000 followers on Instagram, anyone can do it. So that is the whole purpose of this story. But again, you can skip this video. I would not feel bad. It's completely it's okay. You may not get any hard skills, but again, as I said in my first video, I'm trying to build that mindset in you. This may help you build that mindset. So let's jump straight into my story. I had not thought about my own story for like first years of my life. I first thought about it a few months ago when I completed my MBA and I joined this huge multinational FMCG company called Hindustan Unilever. Now, of course, this is a dream company for a lot of marketing MBA graduates, and I was lucky enough to get into it. And this was my first corporate experience. So the first initial 3 months we are sent for a sales stint. We have to go with the field force, those people who go to the smallest shops and take orders for our products involves Surf Excel, Vim, Lifebuoy, Lakme, Lux, Clinic Plus. All those brands are Hindustan Unilever. So the first 3 months we have to be in the field. So for from 9 to 3 we will be in the field, and then we have to do some data work. So I was sitting with this colleague, and he had been in the system for like 15-20 years, and we went for a chai, and he asked me, Amal, you are lucky enough to get into HUL, and at the same time you have been doing e-commerce. Now, of course, he knew my background. He said, you are from a middle class family. What is that moment that led you into this life? Then I asked him, why are you asking me this question? Because it was a new question for me. I had to think. So he said that last night he watched a movie called The Butterfly Effect with his family. And in that movie, so butterfly effect basically means, it's a theoretical concept which says that with the flap of the wing of a butterfly, a tornado can be formed a few miles or some kilometers apart. So what it means is that a single point of or a single decision that you make, however small the decision is, it could lead to a huge change in your life. So that really made me think, and I went back. I went to my college days. Why did I choose a college? Why did I choose this stream in my after my 10th? So what was that single decision? And the after thinking about it a lot, after introspecting, I finally reached a point where I could not go back anymore. I finally found a story, a point, a decision beyond which I was not able to go. How I reached that point also. So that was the movie Krish. So I hope you have watched this movie. It's a huge movie, the first superhero movie for Bollywood. So at that time I was in fourth or fifth standard, and at that time itself I knew that I would not be able to become a superhero because an alien coming into my place giving me that superpowers, it's impossible. But what really attracted me is the father of Krish, the person who became a scientist. So in that movie, Krish is the son, and his father became a scientist who created a computer that can see the future. So my thought process was that I was in fourth or fifth standard, and I knew that I can learn, I can study well, because I was able to get good marks even without putting a lot of hard work. So I knew that I could study well. So if I put a lot more hard work, becoming a scientist is much more plausible, much more uh, it was much more easier than becoming a superhero. So from that moment I had decided I want to become a scientist. And then till 10th standard I studied well, I got good marks. And after my 10th standard, my family shifted to Kerala, where I again went for entrance coaching. I went studied well. I did my IIT JE, all those stuff. Of course, I did not get into IIT JE, but I got into a very good government college in Kerala called Cochin University. And of course, scientists in at that moment, at that age, scientists and engineers were kind of amazing for me. Engineers were creating stuff out of scratch. They were creating technology. So again, that aligned with the ambition I had from my fourth or fifth standard, becoming a scientist to create something amazing. So I got into my mechanical engineering, and even at that time, my only goal was to pass out from my engineering college with good marks and get into a job which will get me only at least 5 lakh per year, not month, 5 lakh per year. That was the goal in me. That was the only desire I had. Get graduated, get a good job with 5 lakh per year salary. And by third year, fourth year, I was getting good marks. I finally graduated from my college in the top three of the entire university. But the problem was that uh, I was the COVID batch, so I did not get any placement. Placements were completely paused, so I did not get any placement. But that was actually lucky for me. But why it became lucky was the decision I took in the third year of my college, because during my school time I used to read a lot of books, normal books like Famous Five, Nancy Drew, Hardy Boys, etc. But during my engineering third year, I shifted to non-fiction books, and I read this book called The 4 Hour Work Week. It was a book from Timothy Ferris. Now, that was this thick. That book was so thick, but I still went through it because the concept was amazing. The author of this book used to work for only 4 hours per week, not day, per week, because he was able to create systems and a business. Of course, that person also went to the corporate job and was done with it and created this business. And he had written about a lot of business model that could be done with just 4 hours per week. But I was naive. I did not know that a lot of hard work was needed to get to that point where only 4 hours of work was needed. But still, I read through that book. It explained about affiliate marketing, and it explained about Shopify, it explained about freelancing, all those stuff. And in that book, I read about Shopify. Then I went to their website and read about a lot of case studies. Case studies about people have created huge e-commerce store and people who are younger than me. At that time I was 20, but in those case studies, they were teenagers, 16, 17 years old, who are able to create $1 million e-commerce store within a just few months. And being from a middle class family, of course, I wanted to help my parents. I wanted to get so much money that I could give a happy life to everyone I knew. So that really interested me. So fast forward to my final year, I was jobless and I had 2 to 3 months of that lockdown period. And the good part was that at that moment, no one from the society, family, friends, relatives, no one will ask me why I am not going for a job. So I went to my room and I knew that I wanted to start dropshipping, and I had 6 months of research for me, but I had no money, like zero money, and no skills also. I had never done marketing. I had never created a website. I had not created a video, nothing. So I knew there were three main skills that I needed: creating a website, creating an ad, and marketing my product, how to sell that product. These were the three skills I needed, and I had none. So I took a few decisions. First is I applied my profile into Fiverr. So people who don't know, Fiverr is a platform for freelancing people. You can put up your profile for literally anything: video editing, creating a profile picture, creating a CGI ad. For anything, you could use Fiverr. So I put up my profile in Fiverr as a video editor and then went to random Facebook groups and spammed those Facebook groups saying that I will create a video ad for $5. And then in a few days, I got my first order, but the surprising fact was that I did not know video editing. So I got that order, I researched about that product, and I had just 24 hours to deliver that ad video. So I researched about that stuff, went to YouTube and watched a lot of video editing ads, video editing courses and videos. So I went to YouTube to watch those courses, installed that software called Camtasia, and in 24 hours I delivered the video and got my first $5 from internet without going outside, without going even outside my room. It was COVID lockdown at that time. And then slowly my skills started to develop. I was doing it side by side. I was getting around $20-30 every day for next 60-70 days. I was earning that much money. And at the same time, I started creating this Instagram theme pages. So theme page is basically any faceless page focus only on one category. I created multiple pages for fitness, for beauty, for pets, multiple pages, and I just went on uploading in those pages, went on interacting on the comment section. So I was doing that for 1 or 2 hours daily also. And at the same time, I started researching about affiliate marketing. I started researching about how to create a website, how to find a product. Although I have watched almost every dropshipping video that was uploaded before 2020-21. At that point, all the videos, all the gurus, I watched all free content because, of course, I did not have money. So after a few months, I had around $600-700 saved from my video editing freelancing service. I sold a couple of Instagram theme pages for around $300-400. So I had some money. Finally, I decided that let's start the dropshipping journey. I created my first store, spent around $100 in ad, got one order. That's it. One order for like $15. I quit that store. Second store failed. Third store failed. Fourth store failed. Six store failed completely, and I was down to my last $100. So I decided to take a pause because it's my last $100, and at that point I had paused my Fiverr account also. When I resumed it, I was not getting any orders, so I had no income. I had just $100 left. Finally, I read this book called Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. In that book, there was this product, a necklace, and in that necklace, there was a mustard seed. And in Christianity, we have this belief that if you can sell if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can achieve anything. So that was a huge concept for me because I am a Christian. I know how powerful that concept is and how deeply we Christians believe in it. So I went to AliExpress, immediately found that exact pendant and necklace which had gone viral in 1950s. I quickly created a website, quickly created an ad. When I say quickly, at that time it took me 7 to 14 days to create the entire website and ad. I then ran the ads. The budget was $20 per day. First day it was breaking even. Second day I was at loss, and 3 and 4 days was also at loss. Then the fifth day I got one order for $1,000. $1,000. That lady had ordered around 20 to 25 pieces. I mailed that lady and asked her why she had ordered, because at that time I was targeting teenagers, not teenagers, people from the age of 18 to 35, feeling that they will buy their product. But this lady was around 45 to 50 years of age. So she said that she had bought it for her church group. So for all the members of the church group, she had ordered it. So I shipped it out and I got the $1,000 in my hand. Of course, after product cost, everything, my profit was around $300 to $400. From that moment, I started scaling, and that store ran for around 3 years, generating a revenue of $20,000 revenue in not 3 years, 3 months, $20,000 revenue. And then I had this thought, a stupid thought, I would say, that I could sell this store, the complete store, not the product, get that money and start a store in India, because I am an Indian. I understand Indians better. So I put up my store in Shopify Exchange, which is a platform that has been closed right now. In 2 weeks, I sold that store for around 3,000, around 3,500 or $4,000. So approximately 3 lakh in Indian money. It took some obstacles to get that money from abroad to India. My bank person called and said, "Is this legal money?" All the stuff had happened. I got that money. I started an Indian store. So for the Indian store, I ordered in bulk, not drop shipping, because at that time, drop shipping ecosystem was not there. Roposa, etc. was just coming up. So I ordered in bulk, ran that store, but I was hit with cash on delivery RTO. I had never expected these things because I felt I know Indians, but this was out of syllabus for me because international dropshipping, I had less than 1% return rate. So I was hit by that. I was losing money. Initially, for the first few months, I scaled it rapidly. That store reached around 30 lakh in revenue, but I made maybe 50,000 or 1 lakh only because I was losing money for RTO. Then I decided to stop all of it, prepared for my CAT entrance, got into a good college. I completed my MBA from BITS Pilani. It took 2 years to complete that. And then when I joined Hindustan Unilever, with the first salary I had, I created my Indian dropshipping store. because I was creating content at that time. I had just 400, 500 followers. I wanted to go viral and I wanted to do something creative. So I did a 7-day Instagram challenge live in front of my followers, telling them how I find a product, how I'll create a website, all of that. And that store blew off. And in like 7 to 8 months, I was able to generate a revenue of 3 crores from that store only. But I thought that was fluke, that was luck. I took the strategies that was working in that store, did another 7-day challenge called the push-up board store. It hit 60 lakh in revenue. But I was facing some challenges. People were copying my store. There were scamsters for my store. So I tried out that strategy in multiple stores. I gave that strategy to my friends. They tried it out. And finally, I had a system, I had a strategy which I am going to give to you. Because this strategy is tested multiple times by multiple people and it is working. And I was confident that this strategy was working. That's why I am giving it to you. Now again, I am telling all of this not to show that I am amazing. All of this is just to show you that it's possible and it's not a get rich quick scheme. It will take you some time. You will fail. I can guarantee that you will fail, but you have to get up and repeat, learn from your mistake. And if you have that perseverance and consistency, you will make a lot of money. That's my guarantee. Now that's it. I'm not going to bore you anymore. Let's jump into the next module.
Is going to be an interesting lesson as I'm going to reveal one of my winning stores. And I launched this store live on Insta also. So I'll just add those videos right here so that you could see how I launched this store in 7 days.
Oh my god. Our store has just crossed 1 crore in revenue. But there's a crazy story behind it where I almost didn't even start the store and wait till the end because I also have a surprise announcement. So I started this account with just one goal in mind. I wanted to show others that it's possible to earn passively while sitting at home with just a laptop and Wi-Fi. But I started getting a lot of comments and DMs saying, Amal, you are fake, you are scammy, if it's really possible, why don't you show it to us? And hence I decided to start the 7-day dropshipping challenge with 2 goals in mind. First of all, I wanted to grow my account and become an influencer. And secondly, I wanted to show others that if I can do it, anyone can do it. Fast forward, after 2 months, our store just crossed 1 crore in revenue. But again, I started getting a lot of comments saying that the series was just to show off my knowledge. It didn't create any value as it was very complicated. And hence the surprise announcement that I'll be creating a new store and documenting everything as simply as possible so that even a school student can do it. If you really want to create a passive income, just watch the video daily and do the few steps that I'm showing it to you. So this is day 1 of creating a 1 crore dropshipping brand. 1 crore rupees. That's how much my dropshipping store made with just one single product. And in the next 40 seconds, I am going to tell you how I created a list of 10 winning products with just 1 hour of product research. This is day 2 of creating a 1 crore dropshipping brand. If you are like me and want to save time and money, you could use these 2 methods. Firstly, I went to YouTube and searched for dropshipping case studies and looked for old videos with high number of views. It basically means that a dropshipper knows what he or she is talking about. And secondly, if it's an old product, I could relaunch it. And the second method is going to Roposo Cloud and I scroll through all products with just one criteria in mind. Will I buy that product? If it satisfies that criteria, I put that in my list. Do this exercise today and tomorrow I am going to give you a crystal ball with I think I have found the perfect product for a 1 crore with 1 product dropshipping challenge. This is day 4. It's a product that I would personally use and it satisfies most of the winning criteria that I shared in yesterday's video. My winning product is a push-up board which can be sold to gym goers. But how can I find viral videos which can be used to market this product? For that, I went to YouTube, Instagram and TikTok and downloaded viral videos. If you want to know how I downloaded videos from TikTok, which is banned in India, comment below. I have downloaded around 30 videos to test as ads. But before that, we have to create a brand around this product, which will be covered in the next video. How to create the perfect brand name for your dropshipping store. This is day 5 of 1 crore with 1 product dropshipping challenge. After creating more than 20 plus dropshipping stores, I realized that there is a pattern for every winning brand name. It either had benefit or product name in its brand. So I spent a couple of hours to create an AI prompt that reduced my time of creating a brand name from 24 hours to 5 minutes. Using this prompt, I came up with the brand name mypushupboard.com. If you want this prompt, comment brand below and I'll send it to you. And tomorrow I'll show you how to create a brand logo in just 5 minutes. How to create the perfect logo for your dropshipping brand. This is day 6 of 1 crore with 1 product dropshipping challenge.
Till now we have finalized the product name and the brand name. So I went straight to Canva. Firstly, I opened Canva and typed in my brand name, my push-up board. Then I selected my main word push-up and changed it to my brand color red. After that I went to elements and searched for fitness and got this icon. I just placed it on one of the corners and yes, my logo is ready. This is the final logo that I created with Canva in just 5 minutes. You might think that it's the most boring logo ever, but trust me, it's all you need. If you wait for perfection, you'll never start. Tomorrow I will give you my AI prompts with which you can create a high converting website in just 30 minutes and your product will sell like hotcakes. When I started dropshipping, it used to take me weeks to create the website. But last year I spent 7 days to create the perfect AI prompts that helped me make a website in just 1 hour. And I will share it with you today. This is day 7 of 1 crore with 1 product dropshipping challenge. I spent my first 10 minutes to copy Amazon links for my product and pasted it in ChatGPT. Then for next 20 minutes, I gave these AI prompts to ChatGPT one by one. Next 10 minutes was spent on reviewing the content given by ChatGPT. Then I went straight to Shopify, created an account and just pasted the description given by ChatGPT. And this is the website that I created in 60 minutes. If you want these prompts, comment copy and I'll send it to you for free. Tomorrow we will find a supplier to sell this product. When I started dropshipping 4 years ago, I used to sell in countries like USA, UK, Australia, etc. But when I decided to dropship in India, I faced a major issue. I was not able to find a platform that could handle everything related to my deliveries. I had to use multiple apps and vendors to streamline my backend, which was not so exciting. Then I started using Roposo Cloud recently. Yes, it has a lot of issues, but it also helps me to reduce my time and effort, which I can use to market my product. This is day 8 of 1 crore with 1 product dropshipping challenge. I have finalized the product, which is a push-up board, and then checked Roposo for the prices and selected the one with the lowest price. Then I connected Roposo to Shopify with just a few clicks using their app. In last 8 days, I have finalized the product, made the website, found ads and connected the supplier. Tomorrow, I will launch this website with Meta app. So yes, that was an exciting experience to launch another store on Instagram. So I'll just reveal every single thing about that store. It has currently crossed 68 lakh rupees when I stopped it because it was not a, I mean, there were other products which were giving me much higher profit. So I thought that I used my cash flow in those products and stopped this. But you could completely use this product now itself. I did not do creative testing. I have not done much interest testing. You could relaunch this product, brand it really well. So I just reveal everything about it. I got 68 lakh rupees in revenue and my average order value was 1041. 100% was from release it COD app, sessions over time. You get all this info. I'll just refresh it so that you don't say that it's a fake account or fake store or fake order, stuff like that. So I just refreshed it. The store was started in July, then it grew a little bit, then it dropped. Then in November, I scaled it really well to around 20 lakhs a month. And then December and January were kind of stable, 10 lakh per month. And then I stopped it. So first of all, I have to tell you how I find this product. So one day I was just like scrolling on Roposa Cloud, and in one of these tabs, I was looking for a product, and that's when I found this product called Push Up Board. And at the same time, I had also seen the ads of this product on my Instagram itself. And apart from that, when I looked at other stores, other Instagram pages which post products like this, they also had videos of these products. So then I went to this one of this listing. It was just 346. At that time, I think it was around 400 rupees. But right now, the cloud pricing is 346 minus 57, around 300 rupees, including shipping. And it had all the details, but I had to validate that product. So I went to my validation checklist. So this is the validation checklist. Does it solve a problem? So the product, so the problem it solves is that it gamifies fitness for new beginners who are getting into fitness, who getting into exercises and all, and it helps them to motivate to do a push-up. So it kind of solves a problem, but not a major problem. But it makes the lives of the customers easier, and they know exactly what to do in a push-up.
It adds convenience and adds gives boosts the confidence in the customer. It has an emotional appeal. Like I could create ads saying that your body will be transformed and maybe you could get a girl in your life, stuff like that. And it's a passionate niche. Into the fitness niche. Next is it's not readily available in stores. I'll just type it out. Medium. Hi, hi, hi. Yes, no. Are there competitors? There were a lot of competitors, but not many branded competitors. So I just say medium competition. Is it a new or unique? It's a unique product in the market. It has a wow factor, but it cannot be personalized. So all this is fine, but again, it's hard to guess the price. It can be a 500 rupee product, it can be 1,000 rupee product, 1,500 rupee. It's up to us. It's up to our branding how much we could sell this product to. So I'll just say medium. Is the product cost less than 500? Yes. Is it trending? Okay, according to Google Trends. So I went to Google Trends, and we'll just search for push-up board. We just want to know if there is any demand for this product. Push-up board. So I had launched it in last July and it's almost May, so kind of the same time period. And if you look at just India, okay, push up board. So it has some demand, but it's spiking for some time, then falling below, spiking, falling below, all those kind of stuff. But again, if I search for just push up, people who search for push up or how to do push up or stuff like that, it's a growing demand. So I will say maybe low to medium for this part. Then coming to, I mean, if I mean, I try to go to gym regularly, so I have kind of some experience, and I know how people who look at fitness may look at this product or how they may perceive this product. So I'll just say medium again. Is it a high risk product? No. Will FB allow these ads? Yes. And I had checked there were multiple ads from which for this product. Otherwise, in Roposo itself, they had given me multiple ads for this product. There's one, two, three, four. So I can find at least four ads for this product. Yes, it can be purchased without much research. It's not very much low in volume, so I'll just say medium. Or I'll yes, I'll just say medium. It's not a small product, no, but it doesn't break. Yes, it doesn't have much sizes. No. Its perceived value can be high. Yes. Its purchase price is low. Yes. And personalization is not possible. Now, overall, it solves a problem or is connected to an emotional practical niche. And then it cannot be found in local store. It has a wow factor. And to avoid the product, it doesn't come into clothing. It does not infringe or affect any copyrighted product. It's not a low margin product. We can sell it with good margin. It's a unique product and it's not very expensive electrical item. So that's how I validated the product. But I also need to see if I could price it well. So that's how I went here. So a current supplier price, it's let's say 300. Sorry, 300. Ads, I am assuming 180 rupees. Just to be conservative, 180 is too high, but still we'll assume that. Cancellation rate, I have kept 10%, and RT, I would just expect maybe, let's say 60% to be very, very, very conservative. So I will have to sell it for 1,099. But I started with 999 rupees. So I'll just say starting profit per product will be 27, but we have taken all these numbers very conservatively, so of course the profit will be higher. So I priced it 999. Now what is the next thing to do? We have to create a store. For that, I'll just go to the. So I just want to show you how it looks on website. So as I have mentioned in my framework, there will be a button to increase urgency and scarcity, a headline, then the review 5 stars, who has written it, another button, then a GIF, first paragraph of the story, image or GIF, next paragraph of the story, then again an image or GIF, next part of the story, again an image, the story ends, the button, then a video about how this product works, then how to use this product, step 1, step 2, step 3, exactly like we have discussed in the framework, and it's the homepage of a one-click store. Then a comparison with the traditional method. The traditional method is, of course, traditional push-ups. Then how to buy this product. Then the free bonus that we explained, that's value stacking, increasing the possibility or the conversion rate. Then our product is shown if they want to buy it directly here itself. And then a few testimonials which we have created using ChatGPT, another button, then the FAQs, and then another button. So keep in mind that this was my first, one of the first few stores that, so this is the store in which I have actually tried and optimized my entire strategy. So some of the frameworks that I've told in my earlier modules will be different. Stick to those modules because I have tested those in these stores and in multiple stores, and then I have come up with that framework. But maybe 90% will be found in this store itself, but 10% may be different. For example, this. I used to put my free bonus at the top, but then I removed it to a little bit in the middle part. I removed this in my product page, so my product page will start with this right now. Then again, a headline, a paragraph, image. Headline, paragraph, image. Who is it for? Then a GIF, FAQs. That's it. That's how the product page will be. So this is how I designed my store. And the next part is, of course, finding the supplier that we have discussed here itself. I use Roposo as my supplier, and my payment process was completely release it app. So I'll just show you the apps I used in this store. One second. So these were the four apps I used in the store. I had also used Vitals. I deleted it because I'm not running the store and I didn't want to pay 3,000 rupees per month for the store. There was the Release It COD form and Roposo and this SkyPirate. SkyPirate for digital product, Roposo as my supplier, and this is for to run my cash on delivery orders. So I did not have any other payment processor, only COD orders. Now coming to the final part, the Facebook ads that I have run. So these are the ad campaigns that I ran for mypushupboard.com. I think I missed a few ad campaigns. So the revenue here shown is 47 lakh rupees, but here we have 70 lakh rupees. I think I have missed a few ads, but it's completely fine. I had spent around 10, 12 lakh in my ads to get around 70 lakh. ROAS was between 6.5 to 7. So that's shown here. And my CPN was 47 rupees in combination to all the ad sets and uh, campaigns. My CTR was 1.2%. So these are really good numbers. Cost per click was 4 rupees. But keep in mind again, this is my one of my first shows. So I have learned from a lot of mistakes in this score and I can easily get a much better numbers right now with this shows as I have explained in my previous modules. And add to cart were this much, cost per add to cart, cost per checkout, and my cost per purchase was around 50 rupees without GST. With GST, it will come up to be around 180, which we had expected in our initial pricing checklist. And another thing that I have to notify you is that my final pricing that I optimized for was 1,250 rupees. I started with around 799, then 899, then 999. Then this is the number I had found. And I just want to show my conversion rate also. Oh, sorry. Conversion rate. I had reached release it, so it's not here right now. So I had 1,009 for this much sessions over time. I'll just copy it, and the number of orders I had was 5,000. The number of orders I had was 6,569. So equal to 6,569 divided by this number, which will come up to be around into 100. So the conversion rate was for around 3.4% with this pricing, with a pricing of 1,250. Then my price was around 999, my conversion rate was around 4.5, but this was giving me more profits and profit margin, so I stuck with this pricing. Now coming to my ad testing, uh, you can see I had spent around 10 lakh rupees here to get back around 60, 70 lakh rupees in return with a ROAS of 6.5. The numbers here are different. I think I have not selected a few ad sets, but that's, I mean, I just have to show that this is the amount I have spent on ad account. So we have covered how I find the product, how I found the supplier, how I created the website, how I ran the ads. But at the same time, I also got a lot of organic orders here because I got my cousin to post around 10 videos daily. So we had around 800 posts with 4,500 followers, and they gave a few organic posts. And some of the videos had gone viral, giving around 500,000 or 1 million views. But again, if I was really into it, I could have changed it into a really branded product with branded packaging and a good Instagram page also, because we got 4,500 followers in a few months with organic posting only. So yes, that's how I created this entire store.
Now, in this module, I'll try to answer most questions that every beginner dropshipper has so that everything is clear before we move on to the next module. The first question, of course, that's asked by every new dropshipper, and one of the most common questions is, isn't dropshipping dead? And here's my honest answer: dropshipping isn't dead. Mediocre marketing is. In 2025, India's e-commerce market is still in early stages, especially in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. People are just starting to trust buying through WhatsApp, Reels, and cash on delivery. So if you learn how to use storytelling, product research, and AI powered ads, you're not late. You're ahead of 90% people who are still confused by add to cart. And remember, even Amazon was once laughed at. What's common today was once new. You are early, so act like it. Next question is, I have no money, can I still start? Let's say you're broke or on a tight budget. That's not a barrier, it's a filter. You actually need less than 5,000 rupees to begin. 700 rupees for domain, a free Shopify trial, or I mean 20 rupees for first 3 months, a 1,000 rupee ad budget initially to test product, and then you have Canva, ChatGPT, Notion. All of these are free. What you really need is resourcefulness. Start by finding viral products manually. Make creatives with Canva or edit yourself. Write copies using AI. Launch low budget ads, which I'll teach in coming modules. Don't wait to save 50,000, 1 lakh rupees. Start with what you have, because business rewards those who begin, not those who prepare forever. Now, next is, I am not tech savvy. Can I do this? Here's the truth: nobody is born tech savvy. You weren't born knowing how to use Instagram, right? You learned it. Dropshipping is now 80% drag and drop thanks to tools like Shopify, Canva, ChatGPT, etc. You don't need to code, you need to be curious. One of my friends had never even opened a laptop. Today he runs a good, I mean, he earns a good amount of money through dropshipping because he followed the steps. I'll guide you like a friend, no jargon, no ego. I'll try to teach whatever basics you need without judging you. Just action. That's what I expect from you. One click at a time. So next time you say I'm not techie, replace it with I'm willing to learn, and that's all you need. Now, next is, what if I choose the wrong product? Let me give it straight to you. You will never know for sure if a product will work or not. But here's the mindset shift: don't guess, test. You only need 500 to 1000 rupees in ads to validate a product. If it flops, you learn something. If it clicks, you scale. This isn't school, there's no punishment for getting it wrong. Think like a scientist. You find a hypothesis, you test it, get the results, and tweak to get a better result. That's how I find my 60 lakh product. That's how I find my 3 crore rupee product. After failing with multiple products, I have failed with multiple products. I just needed to find a few to gain back all the money that I lost. So don't ask if I choose wrong, ask how fast can I test smartly. Now, next question. In business, losing money is how you buy experience. So you will lose money. Let's get real. You might lose 500, maybe even 2000 rupees. And that's okay. Because unlike buying pizza or a party, this loss comes with skills. You learn how meta ads work. You learn what hooks click. You learn how buyers behave. That's not a loss, it's tuition. Every successful dropshipper has paid it. The mistake is not starting because you're scared to lose 1000 rupees. I lost, I think, hundreds of dollars in my first 6 stores. But I made 3 crore rupee later with just one store because I learned. So shift the lens, you're not spending, you're investing in clarity. Now, I know your parents will have questions. Your question will be, how should I convince my parents? And this one hits home for a lot of us. You want to start something online, but your parents don't get it. They say, do a real job. Or, will this work? Listen, they're not against you. They're just scared for you. You can't convince them with words. You convince them with results. Start quietly. Build something. Show. That's what I did. For first 3 to 4 months, my parents didn't even know that I have a business running with just my laptop. And then show your profits. A 500 rupee profit, then a 5,000 rupee profit. So, I mean, after I showed my profits to my parents, until then they would have told that dropshipping is a scam, but once profit is shown, then the game changes. Now they have helped me pack orders, they have helped me do things that I didn't know, for example finding a CA or finding a shop. So all those things, they have a lot of experience, but beginning part, if you do it and show your results, they'll support you with all your heart. So don't rebel, don't argue, respect them, build, and then share. That's how you win their support. Now, again, the question is, what if I fail? You probably will. I did. Everyone does. But here's what schools and society never taught you: failure isn't final, it's feedback, it's redirection. Okay, you ran a 500 rupee ad, you got no sales. Amazing. You just learned what not to do. Try again with new creatives, a new offer, or a better copy. I failed with I'm repeating it again and again. I failed multiple times. In international stores, I have failed around 6 to 10 times. In Indian stores, I have failed more than 5 to 7 products. So you will fail. And look at me right now. I'm teaching people. I have more than 50,000 people on Instagram trying to get value from what content I produce. So you don't need to be fearless. You just need to be stubborn with your dreams. Now, next question will be: market is completely saturated. Markets aren't crowded. Messages are. Yes, there are a lot of dropshippers now, but that doesn't mean it's over. There are a lot of Kirana stores over. That doesn't mean no one is opening a Kirana store now. Competition will always be there in any business you go. Even if you're trying to find a job, there will be 100 other people who would be looking for the same job. So in the job market also there is competition. So that doesn't mean you'll stop looking for a job, right? So think of this way: how many people sell t-shirts or candles or maybe mug? A lot. But someone still builds a brand with a twist. You don't need a unique product, you need a unique positioning. Use a new use case. Target a niche segment. Sell through storytelling. I once sold a 250 rupee product 30,000 times. 30,000 units of a 250 rupee product was sold. That product was not new. My posture corrector product has been used by dropshippers since a lot of time. 5 years ago, when I started dropshipping, posture corrector was saturated. Now also people are saying posture corrector is saturated, while I sold 30,000 units. But I was able to do it because of a system I have created, because of the branded store I created. So saturation is a myth when your product is well built. Think of this way: consider saturation as the demand of a product. If a person is able to, if a product is being sold by multiple dropshippers and still they are able to find a customer, that means there is a huge demand for the product. And now the question is, how much time will this take? So you don't need to quit your job. You need to start small, stay consistent. But I built my first, I mean, I am still working full time. So that's the only example I need to give you. By working full time, I am able to create multiple stores internationally and in India, and creating revenues like 4 crores. And I shared all of it transparently also, so that you could see that if I can do it, anyone can do it. So I just focused 1 hour daily initially. So after work, I'll spend 1 hour to optimize everything, to set up everything that I need. And I use weekends to set up a store, mornings to learn, nights to test ad. You're not chasing overnight riches. You're building long-term freedom. Don't worry how long it takes. Worry about how long you'll stay stuck if you don't start. So I think a lot of your questions has been answered by this, and in the coming sections also I will try to cater to all the questions that will come to your mind, uh, wherever it's needed. So in maybe product research method, I'll try to cater those kind of questions. So whenever questions pop up, because I have been like you, I have been a beginner like you, so I kind of know what questions will pop up, and I'll answer them at that time. But these were maybe 7, 10 questions that most new dropshippers have. So that's it. Let's go to the next module.
Watch me create a profitable Indian e-com business in just 7 days. 2 years ago, I did something similar. So it's time to check if I still got the skills. For this challenge, I have created a 7-step framework. 7-step is the easiest one. Step 1, decide the business model. Fundamentally, there are 2 routes that we can follow. We choose the second one. First is reselling. Buy the product in bulk, increase the margin and sell it to your customers. But buying in bulk requires huge initial capital. So we'll go with the second option, drop shipping. It requires very low startup capital. What does it mean? Basically, a customer places order for your product. We take a portion of that money and send it to the supplier who directly ships the product to the consumer. Step 2, find a winning product. Step 3, choose a reliable supplier. Step 4, create a brand including logos, colors, fonts and other stuff. Step 5, design a high converting website. Step 6, run ads to attract consumers. Step 7 and the most important step, enjoy your profit. If you think that I'll succeed in this challenge, follow me to see the process. But if you think that I'll fail, still follow me and I'll try to prove you wrong. So the easiest way for me is to let you choose it for me. How do I find $1 million products? It's day 2 of creating a profitable Indian e-com business in 7 days. Our entire business depends on the product. If our product sucks, we are finished. I usually have 7 methods to find winning products, but we don't have time. So I use the laziest method to find a winning product. YouTube. Just search winning dropshipping products. It's as simple as that. I spent 2 hours watching YouTube videos and shortlisted 10 products. Now these products will have to pass our 3 criteria. 1. Does it solve a genuine problem? 2. Can it be marketed to a very specific audience? And 3. Can I create an engaging ad? After my 3-point test, I'm still left with 2 products. So the easiest way for me is to let you choose it for me. So I posted these 2 products on my story. Which one should I sell? It's time to reveal your product. Day 3 of create an Indian e-com brand in 7 days challenge. Yesterday, I posted a story with 2 products and asked your help to choose one. And the product is poster corrector. It is one of those products that has made many dropshippers millionaires. Next step is to find a reliable supplier. I quickly did a research and selected Roposo Cloud as our supplier. I quickly created an account and found that the product was in stock. But this was the easy part. We have a problem.
You see, I had not even registered my company and don't even have a GST number. As a result, no payment processor is able to accept us.
That means even if we find customers, we can't take payments.
Less than 72 hours left to overcome this challenge and launch the product.
If you know branding, you could even sell water for thousands of rupees. But you might be thinking that branding requires huge amount of money. And yes, it does, but we'll do it cost effectively. It's day 4 of creating a profitable Indian brand in 7 days. In last 3 days, we selected a business model which is drop shipping, chose our supplier and finalized our product, poster corrector. It's a very broad product, so we have to brand it to make it look credible. But we don't have enough time. So there are just 6 basic steps. Firstly, we need a branded domain name. Our domain name is theindianposter.com. We choose the color scheme from this color wheel. We have chosen this color for our brand. The brand font could be found through these parameters. The chosen font is sans serif. Logo for the brand could be created through Canva. We were able to create these logos on Canva. A brand personality can be chosen through these parameters. Competence will be our brand personality. Finally, we need social media accounts for our ads. We are not trying to create a perfect brand, but once it's launched, we will optimize each part of our business. It's day 4, 48 hours for the launch. If you wouldn't believe me if I said that you could create a website at the cost of this dairy milk. And yes, this is our product. It's day 5 of create an Indian e-com business in 7 days challenge. After trying out multiple platforms to create a website, I realized something. Shopify is the best platform for dropshippers and initially it just costs ₹20. The most important part of the website is the product page. And I believe that if you master copywriting and website design, you could sell any product under the sun. To create a high converting website, we have to get into the customer's shoes. So I surfed Reddit, Facebook, Amazon, Flipkart, etc. to find the pain points of the customer. Then I put all of my research into my 7-point copywriting framework for an engaging website. After 4 hours of research and 2 hours of design, I can finally say the website is live. We are launching officially in 24 hours. Follow the Mallu Hustler. You wouldn't believe if your ads suck, you could not even sell the greatest product in the planet. So this is the most important day of create an e-com business in 7-day challenge. It's day 6. There are 3 ways to create an ad. The third one is the quickest and the cheapest. First is buy the ad and shoot the content yourself. Second is hire a freelancer. Third is find related content on YouTube, Facebook, etc. and edit it to create an ad. I spent the next 4 hours on the laptop, found around 40 related content about the posture corrected and edited out around 10 ads for it. Next, I opened the Facebook Ads Manager and put a budget of 5,000 for my ad budget. I'll be targeting people of age 18 to 35 who sit at their desk for their job and are in metro cities. Ads are scheduled to launch at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Fingers crossed, tomorrow is the D-Day. If you're Did we just create a 50 lakh rupee per year business in 7 days? It's the final day of create a profitable Indian e-commerce business in 7 days challenge. Time to show the results. Our ads went live at midnight today and it's 5 p.m. That's 17 hours since the launch. Till now, 571 people have visited our store and the conversion rate is 4.2%, which is double the industry standard of 1 to 2%. We got 24 orders at the price of $4.99. So in 17 hours, our total sales is 11,979, which means if we keep running this store for an year, our revenue will be 43 lakh rupees per year. I think this number is enough to officially call this challenge successful. But I would consider this successful only if it changes the life of at least one person, and I need your help for that. Share this challenge on your stories or to your friends who might need it. As you may know, sharing does not cost any money. And to know what I plan to do with this store,
Hello guys, welcome to this video series. I am Amal Anthony, and before getting into the entire series, I just wanted to give a quick introduction of what to expect and why I created this series and all. So before watching or before entering into this video series, the major two questions that is to be answered is what is dropshipping and how much time and money I had to invest into it. So dropshipping is basically just a fulfillment method. It's nothing scammy or nothing like that. It's just a fulfillment method that comes under the e-commerce part of the business. So what happens is, so you suppose you will create a website. For example, for this mouse, you will create a website, a beautiful website, and you will also create an ad. You will place these ads on Facebook, Insta, maybe Google. So every social media, you would place this ad, and a customer would see this ad like this amazing mouse, and I am that customer. I want this amazing mouse, and I'll come to your website. And I'll place the order maybe through my card, UPI, or even cash on delivery. So cash on delivery is the most prominent payment method in India. So I have placed my price as 1,000 rupees for this mouse. The customer pays it, and I pay a part of it to my supplier. The supplier charges just 200 rupees for this mouse. So the supplier then takes that 200 rupees, ships that mouse from his warehouse to the customer directly. You don't even see the product. The supplier takes his 200 and you keep the remaining 800, with which you could put out ads, you could hire people. So you keep that margin. You are just a marketer, nothing else. You are just the middleman between the supplier and the customer. So how much time and energy would you require? Time, from my experience, initially when I started out, it took me days to create an ad. Took me a few more days to create the website, but I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know the simple frameworks with which I could create websites, ads, even find winning products, everything in just 24 hours. I could sit down at 9 o'clock in the morning and complete the entire business by 9 p.m. and launch the next day. With that structure, you could create it in a few days, I guarantee you. So after launching that business, I have to personally put in just maximum 30 minutes to 1 hour per day to answer a few emails, to answer a few queries by my supplier or a customer, or maybe fulfill my orders. Just 30 minutes max. How much would you require? How much money would it require to put into it? To test out products, I would suggest you would at least require 5,000 rupees into your ads. With that 5,000, you would know if it's a winning product or a failed product. And if it's a winning product, lucky break, good for you. But it's a failed product, you lose your money. And for the domain, it's around 500 rupees per year. The Shopify cost would be initially 20 rupees for 3 months, and then I think 1,000 or 1,500 rupees per month. All your costs would be around 1,000 or 2,000. Let's suppose all these monthly costs would be around 5,000 for the operational cost, and your ad cost would be around 5,000. So at least 10,000 rupees should be your initial investment into this dropshipping business, and without which don't even start this video series. Please don't even start. And initially your time commitment will be very high. hours, 2-3 hours per day. The higher amount you put in, the easier or the quickly you would learn this business. But after you launch this business, it would just take 30 to 40 minutes per day to run this business. So I'll just give a quick introduction of myself. I was born in Kerala, but I was brought up in Delhi till 10th standard. After that, my family shifted back to Kerala, and I joined my engineering in 2016 in Kerala itself. So till 10th standard, I used to read a lot of books, but as you know, entrance coaching, etc., made me lose track of time, lose track of my habit of reading books. But after I joined my engineering, we had a lot of free time. So in third year, I started reading books again, but this time I chose to read non-fiction books, self-helps, entrepreneurship, finance-related books instead of fictional books. So one of the books I read was The 4 Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. It really changed my life. So this guy actually works only for 4 hours per week and runs $1 million company. So in that 300 or 400 page book, he explains how anyone, irrespective of if he or she is in a 9 to 5 job or self-employed or a student, that person could get a financial freedom to work anywhere in this world and just a few hours so that they could enjoy life not being constrained by money. So that concept really struck into me, and I started to research more about how to do it and how to make money online. So after that, my fourth year was completed, my BTech was completed, but unfortunately, I was the 2020 batch out, the COVID pass out. So my placement drive was completely paused. It was kind of a opportunity for me or blessing for me, because at that time I really dug into this make money online niche, and I also had a lot of time and no one was there to ask me ki, why are you not going for a job, and also I had a lot of time to spend and learn about this stuff and all. So at that during that period of time, I was also learning about drop shipping, e-commerce, and I realized that to become successful in drop shipping, I wanted to know two main skills. First was creating engaging ad, and second was converting websites. So I didn't know ABCD of website editing. So what I did is I wanted to learn about it. So YouTube was my go-to place. So at the same time, I wanted to earn while learning, because I come from a very middle class background. So I didn't have any capital or huge amount of money to invest into it. I had to make it myself. So I decided to earn while learning. So I created an account on Fiverr, which is a freelancing platform, and made myself a video editor in that account. So within 1 or 2 weeks, I got an order. I For $5, I had to create a video, but I didn't know anything on how to create a video. I quickly checked a YouTube video and then used Camtasia software, which I'm using even now to record this video. I used that software and I created a very bad video, but still I got paid. And slowly I got started gaining experience in that video editing field. I learned how converting ads are found, how to write captions for it, subtitles for it, how to create hooks, how to create transitions to get more retention from the consumers and all. And I was getting orders regularly. At one point of time, I was getting around $200 per day just for creating videos. I was spending around 6 to 8 hours just to create videos. I had gained immense experience and knowledge on how to create a dropshipping video. But then my fourth year exam had come. It was an online exam because of COVID, and I had to pause my Fiverr account. After my exam, I restarted my account, but I don't know, it died off. I was not able to get some orders. But I had generated some capital around $800 or $900, and I was ready to do some other stuff. So at that same time, I started to explore in Instagram theme pages, stock market, cryptos, affiliate marketing, everything, anything and everything I could try. I was doing it online and learning it online. So for Instagram theme pages, I was going through an YouTube account called Bia Heza, and he was able to create $1 million account by creating Instagram theme page. So what is an Instagram theme page? So basically, you would have seen pages about football, beauty, memes, anything and everything related to any topic in this world, where it's just posts, random reels or posts. So I was really intrigued by it. I started creating accounts. So initially it was very difficult. It took me around 6 months to just get around 5,000 followers. But then those accounts grew rapidly. So within those 7 to 8 months, I created around 10 to 15 accounts, and I sold most of it for some money, and I got around $1,000 or $2,000 by selling this account. And at the same time, few of these accounts were scammed from me. Scammers took it from me saying that they would pay, but they didn't pay. So again, I had some capital. Then I tried out affiliate marketing, stock trading, and crypto trading. Affiliate marketing, I didn't know what to do, and I still don't know what to do. I'll plan it out in a few months' time. But stock trading and crypto trading was interesting for me. Like, I was not dependent on anyone to get money. If I had the skills, I just had to sit in front of the laptop, do some trading, and get money. That's what intrigued me for stock trading and crypto trading. But I lost a lot of money.
And during this time, of course, I had gained skills in video editing, website designing, marketing, negotiation, stuff like that, the basic skills that is required for dropshipping. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll quit all of the other side hustles and focus mainly on dropshipping itself. I again started four, five, six dropshipping accounts. Most of them failed, and for each account, I had to spend around $100 to $200 just to test these products or account. And I failed drastically, terribly. And I had just $100 left. And at that time, I decided that I will take some break because it's not working out. I needed to take some mental break also. So I started again reading self-help books, motivational books, entrepreneurship books, and all. And finally, I read a book called The Power of Positive Thinking. So in that book, there was a product which mentioned that in 1915 there was a product which was basically sold to Christians. So that was basically a necklace, and in that necklace there is a pendant, and the pendant there was a mustard seed inside it. So in Christians we believe that if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you could achieve anything. So that really stuck into me because I am a Christian. I could easily sell it. I quickly went to my laptop, found a supplier. Luckily, I found a supplier on Alibaba, created a website in a day, created my ad in a day, and published it. And then I published it around 7 or 8 p.m. And then I went with my family for dinner. And while having dinner, the touching sound, the Shopify notification sound rang on my phone. And that was the best moment of my life till then, because that moment told me it was possible to make money online. And while having dinner in that 30 minutes, around two or three orders came in. And my mom was like, "What's that sound coming from your phone?" And I said, "It's my new notification sound." I went quickly, ran to my laptop after my dinner and saw a order worth $1,000. So the third order that I received was an order for $800. A lady had ordered 25 of those necklaces. Either it was a scam or it was a genuine order. If it was a scam, I would lose all of it if I put all my money in that product. So I mailed that woman, and she said she had ordered it for a church group. So that was my lucky break. I was able to scale that store to around $20,000 in few months, in 2 to 3 months, and then I had to sell it. The reason I sold it is because I started with $100 and my sister's credit card. I didn't have the cash flow to scale it to an exponential level. So what I thought is I'll sell that account and then I'll reinvest it into an Indian e-commerce account, because I am an Indian. If I am able to sell it to customers in US or UK, I could sell it in Indian context also, because I know the Indian customer. So I sold it, got around $3,000 or $4,000 for it, and created two Indian e-commerce accounts. But the problem with Indian e-commerce was the cash on delivery and return orders. So basically, when my customers were from US or UK, my return percentage was around 1%, but in India it went to around 30 to 40%, and I was losing money in shipping costs, losing money in ad costs, which for which the orders were getting cancelled. So I was losing money. So I decided to sell that uh, e-commerce store. So I had two e-commerce stores. I sold both of it for around 1 lakh each. I had some money. I had some capital. Now I had to learn the Indian customers, or learn the thought process of how to tackle these Indian consumers. After that, while learning this, I also wanted to earn some money, so I invested in crypto, lost all of it. It was at that moment I realized that I am really interested in learning business. So while my undergraduate time, I used to make fun of my friends who wanted to do an MBA after BTech, but fate had some other plans for me. I was going to do an MBA after my BTech, and after 1 year of e-commerce, I got into a good college, a it's Bits Pilani's college, Birla's college. I did my MBA for 2 years and I'm done. I got a good job. I have the capital to start my e-commerce right now, and that's what I'll be doing in the future. So why did I tell about this boring background of mine? You would be thinking that I did not sign up for this boring background, get to the real stuff. So the reason I told is because this dropshipping or e-commerce is not a get rich quick scheme. So in YouTube or Instagram, there would be a lot of content creators who would say you could make lakhs in a few weeks, get financial independence in 1 year, become a crorepati in a few months. That's not possible. It took me years to learn these skills, and with those skills only, I could create a new dropshipping website in maybe 1 or 2 days. It's because I had put in the work in those 2 to 3 years. But the problem is that 2 to 3 years was completely unstructured. I was watching random YouTube videos, random courses. Everything was random. Nothing was structured. I did not have a good course in that Indian context. That's what I'm trying to create right now. So this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is e-commerce. Dropshipping is just a method to fulfill the orders, but we are getting into e-commerce. So we have to set proper timelines and deadlines. We have to set small goals, because that builds momentum.
the small goal of finding a new product and then creating a new ad and then creating a new website, that are small goals. We had to compartmentalize all the entire process into small steps. We could not think like in 1 week I have a full-fledged 1 lakh rupee per day profitable store. That's not possible. We have to do it in a step-by-step manner. So my goal is to teach the entire step-by-step process as a blueprint to you so that you could generate 1 lakh rupee per month with after completing this course. So as I said, we are entering into e-commerce and dropshipping is just a fulfillment model. And you could see when I entered e-commerce in 2020, it was just a $65 billion industry. And by 2027, it will be a $200 billion industry. So 1 billion is approximately around 8,000 crores. So 8,000 into 200, it's around 160 lakh crore. I don't know, you calculate it. So it's a huge industry. Everyone had have the opportunity to make money out of it. Even if we just get crumbs of this industry, we'll be crore-patis. So it's not a competition between dropshippers. It's not a competition between me and you. Everyone has the money. Everyone has the opportunity to make money. There is a huge amount. That's why I'm really happy to teach all of it to you so that you could make money. I could make money. We could learn from each other and we could grow each other. So that's my goal from this video series. So why watch this series and why only this series? So this series has everything that you need, A to Z, from beginner to expert level, everything. And I will also incorporate whatever I have learned from my MBA, all the marketing concepts or the finance concept, everything I would teach to you too. So there would be the theoretical concept from an MBA background and the practical concept from the experience I have from the e-commerce or the dropshipping background. And all these content are curated from some other places. Nothing is mine. I repeat, nothing is mine. I have watched 1,000 hours worth of content from YouTubers. I have spent thousands of dollars on courses, Indian courses, international courses, every type of courses. I have been there. I have learned that. I have read books. I have read research papers, everything. So all of it is just curated content and curated for the Indian context. So most of the dropshipping content that you would see is for international context, for US, UK, Australia, and all. Indian dropshippers are very few, and it's a growing niche. So there is a need of this course, so that's why I'm creating it. And this will give you a step by step blueprint of everything that you need, but it's you that you have to execute. I would not it's not my responsibility to motivate you to go to the next step. It's you started this course because you needed to, you maybe escape from the 9 to 5 job or make some extra money. You have your own reasons. I would not motivate you. You are free to quit anytime you want, but you will have everything that you need. And at the same time, right now, I have been in the industry for 3 to 4 years, and few terms would be very obvious for me, but it would not be obvious for you, or maybe not obvious for the 3-year-old me. For example, if I say average order value or optimize your conversion ratio, so terms like that would be new to you, but it's obvious for me. I try to make it as simple as possible, but if I say some terms or if you don't understand some terms, Google it, YouTube it, try to search it yourself, and if you still can't find it, you could DM it me on the Instagram account, the Mallu Hustler. So you, as an entrepreneur, you need to make the decisions all the time. You can't wait for someone to give something to you. You can't rely on something. You have to take action. So that's what I'm expecting from you. And I repeat, this series has the potential to change your life, and that's my guarantee. I give you the guarantee. If you follow every step told in this, it will change your life. That's my guarantee. You just have to follow whatever is said. Don't even use your brain. If in the series it said jump in water, just jump in water. That's how straightforward I have made it for you. It's a proven method. I have tried it multiple times. I have given it to my friends. It's proven method. You just have to follow the method. And as I said, it's backed by thousands of hours of work and experience I put into it. And all of these values are handpicked for the Indian context, and there are golden nuggets in every video or even every slides that will be shown to you. This knowledge is worth lakhs, if I would say. Consider this as a course you would take in college. So you would not say that I am wasting money in this course, you are investing in this course. And that would only be useful if you apply the knowledge taught in this course and make money out of it. I repeat, dropshipping is not a get rich quick scheme. You would have to put in hours of work, and your initial budget would be at least 5 to 10,000. You have to put that much money. You will lose your money. I'm sure of it. You will lose your money, but consider it as your investment. Persevere, get back onto your feet, and repeat. Just don't give up. That's the only thing I ask from you, and consider this as an investment, not a loss. Hey, I want to tell you that block out every noise out there. Focus on just one strategy or one tactic that's being taught. There would be other YouTubers, Facebook, Instagram creators telling you a new hack to make new money, extra money, new hack to increase your profit by 10x. Block it out for the next 90 days. Commit entirely to the strategy focused on this course, and focus on the long-term strategy instead of a few technical tactics. The strategy is important, tactics are temporary, strategy is permanent. You learn the entire framework, change it into your context later, but learn the strategy right now and input the tactics taught by others later after 90 or whatever time after you learn the strategy fully. And stick to only one person strategy. I don't want you to stick to only mine. You are free to quit this series and go find other YouTubers, but then stick to that person's strategy. Don't, mix and match the strategies. It won't work. That person's strategies won't work for me. My strategy won't work for that person. So don't mix each other's tactics or strategies. Focus on this strategy, work on it for 90 days and learn from it. If it doesn't work, fine, no matter. It will work. That's my guarantee. But if it doesn't work, quit it, go to some other person's strategy. That's what you have to do. So before getting into the main part of this video series, I want you to make a commitment. I want you to make a commitment that you will put the frameworks and strategy to work, apply it for the next 90 days very diligently. And before that, I want you to read two books. The first book is, as I mentioned, The 4 Hour Workbook by Tim Ferriss. It will completely change your mindset that it's possible to make money online. So that mindset is very important. You may feel that I'm just giving useless info right now, but this is the main thing. That mindset is the most important thing. The second is a book called The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. So that will also give you the mindset that you will achieve whatever you want. That is the core of this course. Without that mindset, it will not work. And secondly, there would be around 7 to 8 modules in this course. I want you to watch each module at least twice before moving to the second one. Take notes, take everything that you want, write it down and learn it before going to the next module. And there would be workbooks and homeworks given to you. Do it diligently. Spend at least 2 hours working on that workbook or homework. Just don't skip to the next phase thinking that I'll complete the entire course and come back and redo entire the work. Go one module at a time, do the work for that module and go to the next. And I want your full commitment for the entire 90 days. And in the workbook, you'll also have a commitment form in that workbook. Write it down, sign it off, take a printout and put it on, stick it on a place where you would watch it every day just to remind yourself that you have put a commitment to work on it for the next 90 days. And celebrate small wins. So for the first phase, I have given you very small homework. Celebrate it. I'm not saying that go out for a very expensive dinner. Maybe buy an ice cream or eat it. Celebrate small wins because that means that gives you momentum. That gives you the motivation to go to the next module. So yeah, this is the end of the Gyan session, and you may feel that this was a waste of time. The last 10-20 minutes was a waste of time, but that is the core of this entire business. If you don't focus on the initial 20 minutes that I have been blabbing about for the last 20 minutes, you would not be successful in the actual business. So let's start the business. So I'll give you the first overview of what you should expect in this video series. We'll be following an 8-step framework. So firstly, in this module, we'll be choosing what type of store you will be opening, and one product store, general store, and niche store. And the next module will be about finding products, then creating a brand out of these products. And then we'll use my copywriting framework, the 7-point framework, on creating the best high converting product description that gives me a conversion rate around 4 to 5% when the industry standard is around 1 to 2%. You'll get that framework. And then we'll create a high converting website. We will use this 7-point framework to create a website with images, GIFs, videos, text, logos, favicons, everything. We'll focus on one page and that would give you amazing results. And after that, of course, we need ads to get consumers to get to the website. We'll learn that to image ads, video ads, carousel ads, stuff like that. And after that, we'll mask Facebook ad. We have the ads, we have the website design, we have the product description, we have a product, everything, and then we'll master Facebook ad with which we'll get the customers. And of course, eighth step is the most important step. We'll make product profits and enjoy it to the fullest. And during this 8 modules, you will experience a roller coaster of emotions. Initially, you will be thinking like it's fun. It's just 8 steps. We'll make some money, and then when we get into it, you'll be this is hard. It will take some effort from me. And after that, when you put in some effort, you will build some momentum. You will have no idea what you're doing, but you will build some momentum. And at some point, it will be felt like I have learned it. I have the confidence to do it. But then something or the other would happen. You will fall down and you will reach a valley where you would feel nothing could be done. This is just a lost case. Dropshipping is a scam. And then you will maybe probably make money by that time and realize that this is the best thing that ever happened to you. Before coming to that, I also wanted to say that during this course, during this 90 days, you will be pulled by a lot of distractions and opportunities, and that would be the time that you would be tested. For example, you would maybe while scrolling on Instagram, you would see that people are making money on affiliate marketing. You would quit this, go to affiliate marketing. Then, while doing affiliate marketing, you would see people making money through trading. You will quit affiliate marketing, go to trading. Please don't do that. Persevere in one thing at 90 days. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, then switch. You would get enough opportunities even after these 90 days. Just focus on this one thing at this time, and you will achieve success. And then you could quit if you don't like. Now, coming into the main business. So dropshipping could be done in three methods, three types of stores. First type of store is a general store, which is basically Amazon or Flipkart. It has all types of products or all types of categories: baby products, women's products, men's products, toys, beauty, football, cricket, everything. And second type of store is the niche store. It is basically a store focused on one niche only. For example, Lenska, they're focusing on just eyewear. Nika, they're focusing on only beauty. So they focus on only one niche. You could focus on fitness niche. You could focus on products related to only, book lovers or pets. So stuff like that. But my favorite is one product store. One product store has only one product in their entire website, just one product, nothing else. Maybe just one mouse, nothing else. It would be not like one mouse and one keyboard. No, either it's one keyboard or one mouse. There would be just one product in that website. The reason I like one product store is that, of course, it requires it. It's easy to set up. Like I focus on only one product. I have to research on only one product. So it's easy to set up and it is easy to build the credibility for that product. For example, if I build a store called Amal and it has all types of products, food, like water bottle, mouse, speaker, every type of product, you would not trust me, right? But if I have a website called The Mouse and it is this mouse, and I built a complete brand around saying this is the best mouse in this world, of course you would believe the second website called the themouse.com. So that's why I like one product store again. And the next thing is the disadvantage of one product store is the scalability. For example, there is a limit to the amount of mouse I can sell. But if it's a general store, I could sell mouse, speaker, anything I want. So there is a scalability issue. And finally, risk of failure is again high in one product store. So if the mouse is not a successful product, you have to delete the entire store. You have to create the next store from scratch. So that are the two disadvantages of the one product store. But the reason I'm choosing one product store as a model for the Indian dropshipping market is that in US, the dropshipping started around 2010 or 15. At that time, general stores worked really well. And then by 2020, niche stores came into place. And after that, one product stores came into place. Because the consumers in US were become more active and more diligent about the product that they were buying. So one product store is the maximum or the best thing that's working in US right now. But in India, general stores are working right now. You could create a general store if you want. You could test out multiple products in that general store, and then if you find a winning product, you could create a one product store out of it. It's not a yes or no question. It's completely up to you. Testing is very easy in general stores. But the thing is, I want to be few years ahead of the entire competition. So within 5 to 10 years, general stores will be outdated in Indian market also, and one product stores will be the only option for dropshippers to make it to be profitable. So that's what I'm trying to aim, becoming a expert in one-product stores for the future itself. But my goal also is to get into a niche store because it's the best of both worlds. I could test out multiple products at the same time. I have to focus on one niche excel. For example, if I create a website called booklovers.com, I could test out multiple products for bookworms who likes to read books, and at the same time I could focus on one type of target consumers, which are book lovers. So it's completely up to you, and that's the task for this module. Discuss it with anyone you want, or think about it. Think about the time and effort you could put into this entire video or entire project or the entire business opportunity, and you could decide if you want general store, one product store, or niche store. Before starting this business, I want you to tell in the legalities. So what I personally do is create a company as a sole proprietor in my name or one of a random name, and create a GST registration, because this is not a get rich quick scheme. Again, I want to repeat that this is not in just anything that you're doing online. It's a business that we are building. Our goal is not to churn out new websites every month. Our goal is to create a website, build a brand, build $1 million brand, such a great brand that you could even go to Shark Tank and get and pitch and get funding. So you are creating a brand, not just a random website that you are churning out every month. You are creating a sustainable business for years to come. So, for example, there was this guy who created a one product store for weighted blankets. His revenue is right now $500 million. There is a portable blender, the blendjet.com. They started as a dropshipping website. Now it's $1 million website. There are hundreds and thousands of websites that are creating millions right now because of their branding and because of their sole focus. You don't have to churn out new websites every month or every few months. This is a branded business that you're starting. We have to get into that mindset and start with the legalities also. So that's it for this module. In this video series, we'll be focusing on one product, one offer, and one traffic source. And that's it for today. With this module, you will also be getting a workbook. Complete it before going to the next module. And I repeat, complete it. Watch this video again. You will get into that mindset. You will get some more values that you missed initially, because I'm sure you would have been scrolling through Insta Reels or doing some other random stuff while watching this video. I want you to watch this video again and do the homework given to you. Decide on the type of store you want, and we'll see you for the next module. Hi, welcome to the second module, which is product selection. In the first module, we did all the introduction, told about what dropshipping is, stuff like that. But from now on, we are actually going to do the work required for dropshipping. And the most important thing is, of course, the product. If a product is failing, it's not going to sell in our market. If we find a winning product, we are going to make a huge bank. So that's what we are trying to do. In this module, what I try to give to you is the winning criteria of a product. We have to test a lot of products. From out of 10 products, maybe one would succeed. But if we already know what the criteria of that successful product, we could save money for testing. We could save our time and energy used for testing the remaining 9 products. So we will try to reduce the risk and reduce the number of failures through this winning criteria. So for the winning criteria, we have a star framework to find our star product, and there are 7 P's of a winning product. After that, I'll tell you free and paid methods to find winning products, and then we'll also find out our suppliers for the product we have found. So diving deep first into it. Yeah. So first of all, we have to understand the types of products. There are basically 3 types of products: trending, seasonal, and evergreen. Evergreen products are stuff that we could sell at any time, at any place. For example, toothpaste, basic grocery, conditioner, shampoo. Those are sold at everywhere at all times. So we will not focus on it because it's available in every store possible. So it's hard to market it with our ad campaigns on Facebook or e-commerce markets. But of course, Amazon, Flipkart, etc. are doing, because they are giants. They have all the products. So we will not focus on evergreen products. Secondly, there are seasonal products. We could take the example of Christmas tree. So Christmas tree, of course, the demand spikes during Christmas and it dies off after Christmas. So summer clothes. So summer clothes demands are high during summer season and the demand dies off. So there are products which are very active during those seasonal peaks. For example, during Valentine's time, relationship kind of products are very viral at that time, but after that it dies off, or it's a steady stream as compared to the peak during the Valentine's Day. We will be focused on trending products which we could brand in the future. As I said in the introduction module, we are not trying to do a churning business of churning new websites after every few months. We are trying to build a brand. So we need a product that's trending right now, but at the same time, we could have a consistent, steady flow of income with this product in the future. So we will be focused on those types of products. For example, you would have seen a lot of ads coming on Instagram products, and that they would have a wow factor that hooks you into that ad. So we are trying to sell those kind of products, and we call them trending products. So to repeat it, trending products have high initial demand but may fluctuate over time. But if you create a good brand, it would be consistent. Seasonal products have peaks during some times. At those times, if you create a store or a brand, you could rake in a lot of money, but it's not viable for long term. And evergreen products are great if you succeed. Dropshipping evergreen products is the best thing to do, but it's the most difficult thing to do also. Now, before finding products, we have to understand what the product life cycle is. So, if we take any product, for example, if we take this AirPod, initially when the Apple introduced AirPods, there was that was introduction period. Not everyone was buying it. There were some tech enthusiasts who wanted it and bought it, and it gained some traction. And right now, it's in the growth stage. Every tech company is trying to build this earpods, Boat, Noise, Samsung, Apple, every other company is building these types of products. And after some time, there will be a maturity for this product where a great number of good brands would come up where customers would buy only those brands, and those brands will have a steady income. But after some time, a new product may come up, leading to the death of this product, which is the declining phase. What we have to do is find the products in the growth stage because they are growing right now. Not many brands have become market leaders in that product, and we could still make a huge amount of money and at the same time build a good brand in that period. So we'll try to get into the products in the growth stage. Now coming to the star framework. Now this is a very heavy slide and it will be a very heavy discussion. To take out your notes, take out your pen and write everything that comes into your mind and everything that you feel is valuable. So star stands for S is solves a problem, T is tied to emotions, A is available nowhere, and R is remarkable. So what solves a problem? There are a lot of products that are just for showing it or doesn't solve a problem, is just for name's sake. But we have to find a product that really solves a problem, and at the same time it either saves time for the consumer, energy for the consumers, money, or even adds convenience into a life. We could not just launch another toothpaste brand with a very lame branding because that problem is already being solved by a lot of different brands. But at the same time, if we create a tooth whitener product, for example, there was a product called High Smile. So that product was to be kept on your teeth for a few minutes or hours and your teeth becomes white. So that solves a problem because it increases the confidence for the person after that teeth become whiter. So that solves a problem. And at the same time, T stands for tied to emotions. So we all have a lot of emotions and we have an identity that we relate with. For example, there will be people who have become newly dads. So they relate to the new identity of dads or moms or even pets. Pet owners have a very great niche, very huge market, and there will be fitness enthusiasts. So if we try to connect with those identities or those emotions, we will find a passionate niche. So the advantage of finding this passionate niche is that while putting out our ads in Facebook, we wouldn't have to think a lot on whom to target. For example, if I launch this earpod again, I it would be difficult to find a passionate niche. For example, I could create an earpod only for fitness enthusiasts. So I could target only fitness enthusiasts, but otherwise it would be broad targeting. I could target anyone. So that's the difference of finding a passionate niche and a broad audience. And the third one is available nowhere. So try to find a product which is not mainstream, maybe not available in your nearby supermarkets or local stores, or even in Amazon or Flipkart. There may be a lot of orders, but it has not become a mainstream product. So it leads to a scarcity of product because people don't know if we could find that product in the local market. So we have to buy it at our store itself before the product stock finishes off. And there will be uniqueness factor which we could use in our ad campaigns to hook the consumers. So if it's a very wow factor product, the ad would be amazing and we will get a lot of traffic into our website. And so we need to find that kind of available product that is found nowhere. and it also gives a edge for us from our competitors, because there will be very few competitors and we could price a premium for our product. And finally, we need a remarkable product, as I mentioned earlier, a wow factor, because it helps you sell your product easily. If I find an ad with a product, it has a wow factor, I will surely check out the website just to know the price of the product, or maybe find out what is it is used for. So these four factors are the most important factors. Try to find products which fit into these factors. And apart from this, we have a 7 piece framework also. As I said earlier, we want to minimize the risk and minimize the time and money wasted on testing our product. So it will be difficult to find products in the star frameworks, and at the same time, if you combine the star frameworks and 7 piece, the number of products that you find will be very minimal, but at the same time, the success rate will be very high. I am not saying that all these factors are required or compulsorily, the higher the better. So coming to the 7 piece framework, so this will be much more useful when you stop drop shipping and buy in bulk in the future when you become a brand. But at the same time, while testing out, we have to focus on this, because when we become a brand, this will be a huge concern. So firstly, the first P is poultry, small, as it is easier to ship in bulk with lower cost per unit. For example, if you consider a container and I have to ship out a car, in a container, maybe 10 cars would be we will be able to fit only 10 cars in the container, and let's assume the shipping cost for a container is 10 lakh. So 10 lakh by 10, 1 lakh shipping cost will be used for that car, a single car. This is a hypothetical situation. 1 lakh will not be the shipping cost for a car, but I'm just saying. But at the same time, if you are shipping out this earpod, we could ship out maybe 10,000 or a lakh of earpods in that one container. So 10 lakh by 1 lakh, a 10 rupee shipping cost we will be incurring. So the smaller the product, the lesser the shipping cost per unit. And secondly, petite, which means the product weight should be minimal. So as you may know, if you have couriered something in the past, a 1 kg product will cost much higher than a 100-gram product. So try to find products which weigh less, because that would affect our shipping cost from our end to the customer's end, and from the suppliers end to our end also when we become a brand. So shipping cost will be minimal if you find a low weight product. And thirdly is a permanent product. What I mean by permanent is unbreakable. For example, if we are shipping out mugs, so what happens is, if we are shipping out 1,000 mugs, 10% of mugs will be lost in damage from the suppliers end to our end. If 1,000 mugs, 10% lost, that means 100 mugs are lost at that time. That is nine. We only have 900 mugs, but we paid for 1,000 mugs. And again, when we ship from our side to the customer side, again 10% loss is through damage. So again, 10% of 900, 90 mugs are lost. So we are left with 810 mugs. So there is a huge loss when we ship out breakable products, but when we ship out permanent products or which are not breakable, for example, if you ship out the poster character or even apparel, clothes, t-shirt, even if the delivery guy throws it to the consumer's house, it won't break and we won't have any damage. So to reduce the damage, try to find products which are not breakable. Just imagine that the delivery guy is throwing out the product, and if it breaks, it's not our product. And fourthly, the fourth piece, prevent from having sizes. Again, coming to the clothing example, if my product is a t-shirt, I would have 6 different types of sizes: small, medium, XS, XL, 6 different sizes, and at the same time, the designs will be different. So the inventory or the damages of the inventory that is possible, the potential damage is much higher on comparison with a product which have only 1 or 2 sizes, and at the same time, marketing will also be much easier. And the fifth is perceived value is high. So what I mean by is that there may be products which are considered as high value products by a consumer. For example, the cost of shipping out a USB from China is maybe just 70 or 100 rupees, but we consider it to be 500 or 600 rupees because that's a bias we have for electronic products. And at the same time, maybe SD cards also have the same issue. It's very cost, but the perceived value is high. So try to find a product which has high perceived value, or try to find any product and through your marketing make it a high valued product. One example is, suppose I am selling out an apparel and I tell you that with this apparel, I will be giving you an ebook which would help you for your fitness journey. But that ebook would be free. So the value of that apparel increases because you are getting a free ebook. But we are not doing anything for the product. We are not giving out any other quality, better quality product. It's just that we are increasing the value through giving out special bonuses. And the sixth P is purchase price is low. So the higher the volume we buy, the lower cost we get. Again, coming to the pen drive or the USB car example, the cost is very low, but the perceived value is high. So the advantage of trying giving this product is that we get a huge margin between the perceived value and the cost of the product, and that margin will help us play with the ads we have and get more consumers. And finally, the seventh P, this is not very important or not possible in the starting stages. Try to personalize the product. For example, if you are selling out again, maybe a water bottle, try to personalize it for a specific identity. For example, try to sell the water bottle to only moms or new moms, say with quotes for new moms, like the best mom ever, or some quotes which the new moms will identify it. That would help you make it seller or make it more marketable in the Facebook ads or even in your website. So coming back to this star framework and the seven piece framework, if it is very difficult to find a product that fits into all criteria, but the higher the better. Try to find a product which caters to most of these criteria. You could maybe skip out a few, but higher the better, higher the chances of success also. And there are some types of products that I personally avoid. You may or may not avoid, but I'll just tell it to you. I avoid clothing material or clothing niche because consumers try to buy two or three products, try all these three products and return those remaining two products. That is a shipping cost loss for us. And even from the picture or the size guide they have given, the consumers won't know what the product is. And even after they buy it, there will be some sizing issues, return issues. So I don't want that logistics hassle. So I avoid those kind of products. But at the same time, you could sell out products like hats, scarves, socks, etc. that doesn't have any sizing issues. For example, socks for fitness enthusiasts or socks for dog lovers, you could sell those kind of products. Secondly, avoid to sell copyrighted or trademark products. Like there are a lot of D2C brands selling Harry Potter products, Friends series products, or Disney products. They don't have the license, but they are selling it. I assure you, within 2 to 3 months, they will get a notice from the legal team of these companies. Try to avoid those kind of products or try to get the license of these products from this company. And again, don't sell low margin products. You may feel that low margin is enough because I'm getting a huge volume, but in the long term, it is not a viable option because you will have to test out other marketing options also. And if you don't have enough cash flow, it won't be possible for you. And finally, don't sell very expensive electronic products. If I am paying for a laptop worth 50,000, I want it quickly and I want it from a good brand. And if there is a small fault or defect, I want people to cater to my problems. And if I buy from a small brand, I'm not assured that if the brand will cater or service my product or not. And even if you really want to sell it, find a great supplier for your high-end electronic items. Even if the electronic items is 5,000 or 4,000 rupees, it's high-end for e-commerce drop shipping brand which is starting out new. Try to find a great supplier. So finally, the winning product formula is find a product that solves a problem, emotional, practical, or both, and within a passionate niche because you know whom to market. And those products should not be available in stores and with a wow factor. If you have all these four criteria, you have a winning product, market it, scale it to the moon. And now, how to find these products? So we know the STAR framework, we know the seven P's, but where will I find these products? And again, I have around eight methods to find these products. I will change that heading. 8 methods to find these products, and I'll try to show it to you live. So firstly is FB search terms. So if we go to Facebook and search for terms like 50% off or 60% off or limited time offer or terms like buy now. So there are some terms that dropshippers or e-commerce advertisers put on their ad copies. I teach it to you in the coming module. So there are all these repeating terms and we could just search it on Facebook and find all the ads that are running. So, for example, I search the 50% off term and I am getting all types of ads. And with those ads, I'm getting the number of views, 50,000 views, 1.1, 550,000 views. So try to find these products which have a huge amount of views. So you may be asking if the ad has already got this amount of views, then it's already saturated, but no. It means that the product is selling. It's a very winning product. So try to find these numbers of views for the product and shortlist from this criteria. And from this, you could get hundreds of products. It's just a matter of spending time and finding a good product that you are also connecting with and that's selling in the market. And the next one is Facebook ads library. So Facebook is very transparent. It tells out about all the brands or all the ads running in the platform, and you could easily search it. For example, this is the Facebook ads library. I put India as location and ad category as all ads. And for example, if I want to find out the ads in the fitness niche. I had just had to search it and I'll get all the ads that are running in the fitness niche. You could see it here. And there would be a lot of fitness products that you could sell it. For example, if you're creating a niche store instead of a one product store for fitness industry or maybe pets industry, or one of my ideas was creating a niche stores for book lovers. So I just had to search books and find all the ads that or the product that book lovers are buying right now and market it again with a better ad copy. And thirdly is that such just searching on Amazon. So Amazon has this tab called movers and shakers. Just search it on Google and you will get all the products that are best selling in those criteria, in those categories, or which are trending in those categories. For example, in garden and outdoors, these pigeon spikes are trending in Amazon. And for example, in home improvement, this product is trending, computer accessories, shoes, whatever your niche is, you find the product that are trending in that category. You have all the niches here. You just have to search the niche or the category that you want to sell, and you will get the best selling or top trending products in that market. And then we have exploding topic. So sign up into this exploding topic. You will find the hot trends in your area and try to find a product that is aligning with that trending topic and you will make huge amount of money. And another method I use is directly go to the supplier's website. So I'm right now using Roposo Cloud as my supplier and they have all the products that is listed in their website in different categories also. I just go on any tabs that's coming up, for example, market trending, and I scroll through these products. For example, if I want to try find out a product in this category, I'll just scroll through it. I already have those star framework and 7 P's in my mind, and I'll go through it while looking at these products. So while scrolling through it, yeah, this product has been a winning product earlier. So it's an electronic eyebrow trimmer. So it solves a problem. I mean, women may have this problem of trimming those eyebrows. It solves a problem. And it's a niche of beauty niche. So you know whom to target. And again, coming to the available nowhere. I don't think maybe it's my problem. I haven't seen it in maybe the nearest DMart or supermarket. And a wow factor, I could create a good wow ad for this product. And the same time, 7 piece, it's small, lightweight. All those 7 P's are coming into it. Maybe the personalization will not come. It's not breakable. So all this will come into it. You could test out this product if you want. So again, scrolling down. Uh, yeah, this product has again been a winning product in the past. It's a foam roller for your back pain, which is used by for fitness niche or health niche. It solves a problem. It's in a specific niche. It's not found in stores. I don't know how to search for it on Amazon, even if I want to, and I could create a good ad for this. But maybe if all 7 P's will not be possible, it's not a very small product, but it's a lightweight product, not breakable. The perceived value may be high. You could give out ebooks or maybe give out special things with this to increase the perceived value. And the cost is also low, not the lowest. I would not maybe market it because it's above 500. I will have to at least sell it for 1,500 to make some profit from it. But you could test this product too. And again, scrolling down. So you might have understood what I mean by finding products with the supplier itself. This is again a winning product. You could try to sell it. Scrolling down. Yeah, you might have understood what I mean by finding products from the suppliers. So these are some of the methods I used to try to find my products. And other methods, I had created an Instagram account just for product research. So in that account, I am following all those pages which are giving me trending products. For example, there are content creators who find products in Amazon which are very quirky products, and you would not have thought. For example, top 10 products that come under 200 rupees that you might have never thought. Those would be the kind of videos that they are creating. I follow these kind of content creators. I follow hashtags like TikTok made me buy, Reddit made me buy, or take my money. So there are some hashtags which give out these products through their reels. I have a specific account on my Instagram and I scroll through it and I found amazing products, like amazing products. And each day I found such products that I'm tempted to create a new store for each product, but I don't have that wavelength for it. So I keep it aside. I keep it an Excel sheet, which I for the products which I test out in the future. And again, you could go to Reddit. There are subreddits with the same kind of names like TikTok made me buy or take my money, shut up and give me the product. So there are few subreddits that you could try to find. And in those Reddits, users are giving out the products that they have bought and they found very useful or very quirky. And of course, the most laziest method is going to the YouTube. And first one is you could just search out dropshipping case study, and there would be hundreds of creators who have explained everything about their dropshipping store through case studies. You could just find products from it, or maybe just search winning dropshipping products 2024, 2023, 2020. The content creators will be from US, UK, etc. But of course, you could try those products in Indian market and make huge amount of money. So these were some free methods to find the products. Now, if you are very lazy and you have a lot of money to get into this product research method, you could try out these paid methods. I don't do it, but you could do because I am a stingy person. I don't want to spend my money on this stuff. But these are some of the websites that I personally like. I have used it for some time, maybe the free trial version, or I would have paid it for a month or two. And I have used these paid methods. I have used a lot of paid methods, but these ones really are doing a great work. And finally, now you have a list of products that you think that are good. I mean, it's your personal opinion right now. So you have 10 products. Now, how to select the one product from these 10 products? So again, to validate these ideas, go to Amazon or Flipkart, find these products in those websites, and if those products have good number of orders and more than 4 plus reviews, that means the product quality is good and people are buying it from Amazon. But at the same time, if you market it, you could get an exponential number of customers through Facebook and your Shopify. And again, you could go to Google Trends, uh, Google Trends, and find out the demand for that product. For example, even in the fitness niche, you could find some product and you could just easily search. For example, I was telling this posture corrector. So if I search posture, we'll wait for it for a few minutes. And posture in the past day, it's past day. 1 second, I'll just go it for past 12 months. Past 12 months, it has got a steady amount of good search results, like from 75 to 100. That means it is having a good demand for this niche, the posture correction niche. So it's increasing. And at the same time, even in past 5 years, there is a huge demand for it. So that's why you could sell it. So there would be some products. For example, I'll just search Christmas tree. Now, this is what I meant by seasonal products. You could see the Christmas tree has a spike from December 15 to 28, maybe every year. And after that, it dies off. So you could find those trending products through this Google Trends is the one of the easiest, most cost-effective method to validate your product. And secondly, you have a website called SimilarWeb. It was earlier a paid version, but I think someone else has acquired it and they have made it free to use for a few some time. So if I search posture, I get a list of websites related to posture, and I could try to find, good copywriting, or even if the product is selling or not, I could find the pain points that they're catering to their customers. This would help you in your ad copies, your product description, and even by validating your product. Now coming back to this, and again, you could go to Facebook ads Facebook and search out your niche, for example, posture, and you could find all the competitors in your market, how they're pitching it, if they have enough views. If they have high views, that means you could sell the product it's selling. So you could validate your product this method also. And finally, how to find suppliers. In India, the suppliers for dropshipping is very less. If while I was doing international dropshipping, there were some structured professional suppliers that I used to work with. For example, there was a supplier called Zendrop, which was my go-to supplier, and Roposo Cloud is something that comes close to Zendrop, and Sourcify is also that is coming close to Zendrop, but I haven't work with Sourcify. I probably do it for my next store. So these two platforms are great. They could be easily integrated with Shopify. And if you can't find products in the suppliers, in the first two suppliers, don't worry. Just go to IndiaMart and try to find 5-10 suppliers for that product from IndiaMart. Call them up and ask them if they could drop ship your products from their end. And finally, there is a website called Barb Store. I haven't used it, but apparently they are a good dropshipping supplier. So we have come to the end of the criteria for the winning product, how to find the winning product, and the supplies for the winning product. To make all these things easier, I have created a checklist for you. I have attached with this module. Just if you find a product, try to go through this checklist with that product, and if it caters to most of these points, you have found a winning product. Add all your product links here: product 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. At least 10 products is required to validate your product in the future. Find 10 products with your own bias with all the criteria I have told, and fill it here in these parameters. We have the star framework here and some other criteria that I have added recently. And we have the 7 P's here, the overall winning assessment, and the products to avoid. So you could add your product links here and validate it after you find these 10 products. Validate it using Google Trends, similar webs, Facebook ads engagement. And then you will find 1 to 2 products. Then go with your gut feeling. If you still have a lot of products, try to find which has higher market or which has better ad, and then sell your product. So I want you to watch this video again, because I don't know, I have been just blabbering and making it very candid. Watch this video again, because I assure you it's full of value nuggets. It has taken me months or maybe 1 or 2 years to come up with this framework. It's worth a lot of my time and money and experience and the research I have done. It works really well. Consider it's just like a crystal ball. You find a product, pass it through this crystal ball, through these criteria, and out comes the winning product. Learn it by heart, it whatever you want. Just watch the video again and research for the next 2 to 3 hours. Come up with these 10 products, and I want you to DM this Excel sheet, or maybe send it to me, how mail it to me. I want you to do this workbook, this homework, and send it to me. I may not look at it, but it helps you to build that confidence. It helps you to build that commitment that yes, I have done that work and I'm sending it to someone for just some opinion. I want you to do it. It's just a small momentum, a small commitment. If you don't do this, I assure you that you will not succeed in the coming modules. I will go forward to even curse you, saying that you will not succeed in the coming modules if you don't do this homework diligently and find at least 10 products and send it to me. Please send it to me, because that helps you to build the momentum. And after you send it to me, celebrate, because you have done a great work. Because I am sure 50% of the people who are watching this won't do this, and you are coming in that 50% who have achieved this. So it's a moment for celebration. Maybe buy some ice cream, eat it, do watch a movie, watch a short film, whatever you like to do. Just do it after doing this homework, because it helps you build a commitment and sets momentum. So yeah, thank you, and we'll meet for the next module. Hello everyone, welcome back to the series of creating a dropshipping store. And our main goal for this series is again create a one product, one store, and one traffic source to make maximum amount of money. So right now I assume that you have already found your product through the criteria and the checklist that I have shared to you. And if you still haven't shared that Excel sheet to me, please DM it to me. to just set up the commitment and the momentum for yourself. And right now we have the product, but a product by itself would not sell. And even if it sell, not for the long term, we have to create a brand around it. And as you know, I mostly create one product stores, and my focus for brand creation will be that only. So in this model, we'll be getting into the basics of creating a brand. So creating a brand requires huge amount of capital. Look at Coca-Cola, they're spending billions on their brand only, but we don't have that much money. So we'll start out with the basics itself. There are 6 basic steps that we'll do today. Now coming into the first thing that we have to discuss. Yeah. Uh, we don't know how to create a brand. We don't know how to create the aesthetics, the copywriting, nothing. So what do we do? Still like an artist. Look at successful one product brands that have been $1 million brands in the past. For example, High Smile, Blendjet. I'll also give you a list of great Shopify stores that I really like. It will be attached with this model. Look, you could look into their websites to check their logos, fonts, colors that they're using, and maybe replicate it or make some changes for yourself. And then focus on a specific niche and tell what your brand about is in that niche. So define your brand, define your values, define your vision for your brand within that specific niche. Again, look at the competitors in that niche and set your specific values. When I say about values, for example, your value could be responsibility or maybe integrity, hardworking. So maybe align your own values with your brand, or align your brand values with the product that you're trying to sell. Find that values and set up that vision for yourself. Again, I iterate, you're not creating a website to sell it in the future or maybe close it down. We are creating a brand for a long term, for 5, 10 years, and such a brand that you could even go and pitch it in the Shark Tank. We are creating such a D2C brand. And if you have watched series like Shark Tank, there are many startups that come into that show who started out as a D2C brand with their Instagram page or Facebook page and became a $1 million brand. So we are trying to do that ourselves. For that, we have to create a brand, and for brand, we need the vision and the values. And also try to get into the customer's shoes and tell yourself how, as a customer, I'll perceive this brand. Do I want to position my brand as an authoritative brand, or maybe a cool brand, a candid brand, or a neighborhood brand? Try to find your position in the entire niche. For example, you could be a premium brand such as Apple or Samsung, or an affordable brand in the phone section. Whatever you want, what type of brand do you want to pick? And now, after you have thought about the values that you want, try to think like a consumer. When I mean a consumer, you should have a dream ideal consumer for yourself. You are not selling it to hundreds of people. You are selling it to that one single person who your consumer is. Age, gender, demographic, geographic, their pain points, their daily life, what they watch, what they see, what they read, what they listen to, everything. You should write it down very descriptively. As shown, I have two user personas that you could take as a model. You should know everything about them, what their profession is, how much they are earning, how their environment is, and imagine them in a scenario where your brand would come into play. And here also, what are their frustrations, what are their wants, needs, what are they expecting from you, what are they expecting from the world? If I ask you who your dream consumer is, you should be able to talk about that person for about 5 to 10 minutes. That's how deeply you have to enter into the consumer's shoes. After that, we will create our brand. We have 6 steps: brand name, color, font, logo, personality, social handles. I iterate, this is just the basics. This is not everything for a brand. You have to learn a lot about branding once you get some money. But right now, for the initial stage, this is enough. We are not aiming for perfection. We are just trying to execute and make some money initially to build the momentum to build a great brand. So firstly, brand name. What I do for my brand name is, it's very simple. I just add a special word like my, his, the, X, official, store, words like that, plus the pain point that my product is trying to solve. For example, my product was posture corrector, so the pain point was posture, and a word for the product, for example, the belt. So my name was the Indian posture. You could mix and match, but this is the basic format of what I used to create brand names. But if you are again very, lazy or want creative names, you could check out these websites. I have used Overlow Business Name Generator and Namelix So what these websites help is that you could also check if the domain name is available and social handles is available. So while you're creating the domain, check these two. If there is a mismatch between the domain name and social handle, it would be difficult. For example, if your domain name is the Indian Poster, but that social handle is not available, you will have to take the Indian Poster official, but there would be other social name with the Indian Poster. So your consumers would be confused on what to follow. So try to align all those things while creating your brand name. Now, coming to the brand color, there is a huge psychology, a research behind the psychology of colors for the brand, and this is basically the short summary of the research. You could go through it. I would not read it and repeat it. I will not waste your time. Just go through these colors. You could also take a color between these colors. I took a bluish greenish color for my the Indian posture brand because I wanted to create a calming, refresh, and at the same time a healthy psychology for the consumer. So that's why I chose that color. This is basically what could help you to create your brand color, and at the same time, these are some examples used by of the brands, successful brands which uses this color. For example, when you think of a red beverage bottle, Coca-Cola comes into your mind. When you think of a blue beverage bottle, Pepsi comes into your mind. So that brand color and brand should be aligned in the future. That's our goal. You could just look into it. I won't reiterate. And thirdly, the font. Again, initially when I started a dropshipping, I used to use the same font for every type of product. This is just a minute thing. You would even skip this saying this is useless stuff, but it matters a lot. So there are just basically five types of fonts, and even under these fonts there will be different names. So like Arial, Times New Roman, all these comes under these fonts. But these are basic five types of font, and I think for the Indian poster I used the sans serif because I wanted to create a modern minimal kind of brand because I personally like such minimal brands. But at the same time, if your brand is a sophisticated brand, use serif, or script could be used for a beauty niche. For a beauty brand, I had actually used that script font. So it completely depends on you. Think about it. Choose the font that you want. And again, logo. So logos is a difficult thing because it should be very clear and appealing also. And at the same time, when the size of the logo increases or decreasing, your brand name should still stick. For example, some people may use the phone to look at your website. Some may use the desktop or maybe tabs to look at your websites. Even on the Google Chrome tab, you have your logo as a favicon. So the size shouldn't distort your logo. That's how your logo should be created. And these are three basic websites that you could use to create your logo. First is this Shopify website, Hatchful. Just create a logo in a few seconds. Or maybe you could use this Trigo logo designer.com or Logo Maker. And finally, I have also used Fiverr to create a logo. This is just some AI logo maker. You could use all this, but I have used Canva for creating this logo. So the Indian poster logo I created using Canva. I just used this icon which was available freely in Canva. I typed out the Indian poster. That's it, and I put my brand color. It was as simple as that. You could check out Canva for it. So you're also done with logo, and then brand personality is an important factor. For example, if I create my Indian poster as a very rugged brand, just like rugged brands are like the brand Jeep, or maybe bike brands. Often in bike brands, the Himalayan Royal Enfield brand, it's a rugged brand. I could not align my posture character with a rugged personality. I went with competence, I think, because I wanted to make it seem reliable and uh, with a research backed thing, an intelligent brand. So this would help you in creating your brand personality, and these are some examples that you could see. For example, in India, when I think about sincerity, the first brand that comes into my mind is Tata. So I feel that Tata is a sincere brand. And for excitement, again, Red Bull is a great brand to showcase excitement with all their on-ground activities. And from competence, Volvo and Amazon, the operational efficiency that Amazon has is hats off. So competence is something shown by Amazon. Sophistication is basically shown by luxury brands like Apple, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, etc. So there's a sophisticated brand to show a premiumness, and ruggedness, as I said, Jeep is a good brand to show brand personality. And before moving on, we have to set up four things. Firstly, the Google account. I just basically search create a Google account. If you don't know how to do it, you could just search it. And I think the first link that comes up tells you step by step method on how to create the Google account. You could just follow it, choose a Google account type, a username, mail, just search it, do it. You could do it by just reading onto it. I won't waste your time. And then how to buy and set up your domain. I basically used Namecheap for my domain names because, you know, I tried GoDomain, Namecheap, and Namecheap has a few offers. You could just type in Namecheap new domain offer code, and you will probably get a few offer code for your first domain, 57 or 20, some 20-40% off. You could find it because that's why I use Namecheap. They were giving 40% off, and you just have to type in the domain name. The Indian poster is taken. The Mallu Hustler. Let's see if the domain name is available. Yeah, I mostly prefer .com domain names because it shows some credibility, but you could also go with .in, .net, etc. This is available. I should probably buy it. And yeah, the Newcomb 598 offer, it gives you around 40% off. So you could buy it. And then after that, we have to set up a mail forwarding. So we have the Google account and the domain name. What happens is, for example, you could not put the Google account, the Inmallu Hustler at the rate gmail.com on your website because that's not credible. Would you buy from a domain which has email ID as at the rate google.com? You won't, right? For example, for Amazon, you have contacts at the rate amazon.com. It's a branded domain name. We have to create such a domain name, and Namecheap gives it to you for free. I'll go to my account dashboard. Yeah, this is my dashboard, and now coming into the domain list, I think I had done it a few months ago. So yes, they manage. So I have this domain name, the indianposter.com, and then scroll down to redirect email. Here, contacts and support is my email. For example, right now, if someone types in contact at the rate theindianposter.com, it will be redirected to my Gmail account. And similarly, support at the rate theindianposter.com, it will be redirected to my Gmail account. So this also increases your branding and credibility. So that's why we use it. And finally, we have to set up the Facebook and Instagram account. Log into your Facebook, create a page, and again Instagram account, create a new Instagram account, put that logo, your bio, etc. on that Facebook page. Fill out maximum info that you could, and to increase the credibility. For example, in Facebook page, they ask you a lot of stuff. Fill out whatever you could do. 60 to 80% is fine. And Instagram page, also put up a logo and put a few posts about your niche, about your posture, and that's enough to set up your Instagram account. And I think I'll be also sharing a branding checklist with you. So in the past few days, I have done branding for around 10 products. I found these products that could be possibly be winning products in the future. You could steal it from me. Yeah, this is the Indian posture, and there are some push-up board, cooling orbs, cat toy, the mini juicer, my lunar lamp. So you could even try to test these products, and I have also given you the fonts which may go with this, the color, the brand personality. You just have to buy a domain, create an email, create a logo, Facebook page and Instagram page, and branding is done for you. I'll also attach this sheet with this module. So I hope branding is clear for you. Go through these slides whenever you want to create this brand, because I have not explained this very explicitly because it's just easy to read and understand. You could go through it and understand and create a brand for you today. Create, just go through this checklist, find your brand name, check your color, font, logo, personality, and create the social handles, and buy a domain and email account. So that's the job for today. So I assume you already have your decision on what kind of store you want: general store, niche store, or one product store. After choosing that, you have found your winning products to test in the last module. We have validated it, and today we'll be creating the brand for it. So you see, we are having some momentum with this. Every day we are doing some work, and I assure you, if you're still watching this and if you have already done the work, you're already much ahead of your competition. And for example, if 100 people watch this video series, only 50% would have done the product analysis and product validation. And from that 50%, only again 50% would do this branding. So 25 people of those 100 will only be left after this module, and it will still go down if you persevere and continue with this series. I assure you, by the end of this series, only 5 or 10 people will be left, and all of your products will be different, all of your niches will be different, so you would not be competing with each other, and you will be making money. That's for sure. Thank you, and we'll see again for the next module. Thank you. Hello all, welcome back. This is module 4. We have now created the product description. So right now we have one product. We have branded it properly. We have all the logos, the fonts, colors, etc. And now we have to create our offer page. So our goal is one product page and one traffic. And this is the second important thing after the product description and the website itself. So the better our product description is, the higher the chance of conversion. So that's what we're trying to achieve in this, creating a compelling and persuasive product description. So what to do before creating the product description? We have to find our competitors, our D2C competitors who are drop shipping or other e-commerce platforms, and we could find competitors on Amazon, Flipkart, etc. So we'll first try to find these competitors. So how to find these competitors? First of all, we could create a product image. If you have product image, you could put it on Google and try to do a reverse image search to find the competitors. But I do a second option, which is Shopify product research. So what I do is, if it's my poster character, I type it in and say Shopify, and I'll get a list of all the Shopify stores that are selling poster character. That is this one, this one, this one. I'll just search for this one, and I'll copy and paste all these links on an Excel sheet. The maximum number of links I get, the better. So that's what I'll do. I'll find all these poster character links, copy, paste on this Excel sheet. I'll get around 10 to 15 at least through this method. And at the same time, I'll also look at Amazon and Flipkart and search for poster characters. We'll wait for it. And yes, we have hundreds of listing for this poster character, and the maximum number of reviews and the ratings we have, the better. So I'll also select these poster character and uh, use those links also and paste it here. I need at least 20 links. The higher the better. 10 is also fine. For some products you won't find that number of competitors, so find maximum number of such links and paste it there. And secondly, I'll go and copy paste all this product description. And the most important is, I'll check the reviews. I'll read all the reviews in that segment. Where are the reviews? Yeah. I'll check customers flexibility. Okay. This is a useful review. I'll copy and paste this here. And more reviews. We'll go for long reviews, not reviews like very much good quality, not such reviews. Performance is well, good material. I've been using a noticeable difference. So what we are trying to find is 10 different kind of use cases or experiences that these customers have, who are spending their life with computers most of the time. So this is a different review than the first one. And then I'll go through all these reviews, and there would be an option for FAQs. We'll go to it later. Uh, I'll also save these videos and photos, which I could either put it as my reviews or which could be used for my ad. So save these also. Very comfortable. Clears my back and shoulder issues, Velcro fixing. So I copy and paste all these into my Excel sheet. So I'll have at least 10 different use cases through these reviews, and I'll also go through the FAQ sessions, the question and answers these customers have, so that I could at least find out how the consumers are thinking and how these consumers talk. And at the same time, and I have all these 10 to 20 different types of competitor links. So with all of these, I am equipped for my second task. So with this, I know what the pain points of the consumers are, who my target consumers is. For example, through the Amazon reviews, I found out that people who use computers really like this poster color. Even while I'm shooting this video, my poster is like this. It's a slightly slouch poster, but I would prefer it to prefer myself to sit properly. So posture characters are could be used by computer people who use computers. Health freaks could be used. Even aged people who have a slightly slouched postures could use this. So I had different target consumers whom I could target. And then I also know the words that these consumers use, the product benefits that are given by this product. And we have looked for reviews, created a spreadsheet, and we have found at least 10 unique reviews. Now we have to input all this information into this 7-point framework. Firstly, we'll detail out what the product exactly is. We'll tell the benefits of the product, the results, how does it work, who is it for, FAQs and reviews. We'll use all the content we have got from a competitor website and from Amazon to put it into this framework. What I mean by product detail is we'll firstly need a great headline for this. So for the headline, we'll brainstorm whatever we want, and I'll also tell you on how to validate the headline and how to create the headline through the AI, which will be in the another video. And we'll probably use it in a bullet point format because bullet points are easily readable for the consumers. And if it's a clothing or if it's something that requires size, put the dimension chart, put the product material. And if you're selling it as bundles, put the number of products in that bundle. So all the stuff that the product consumers wants to know. And certainly put that you will give a 30 or 60-day return policy. So make it in a catchy manner. Like try it at home for 30 days. Don't say ki we have a 30-day return day policy. Make it more catchy and more engaging. And then coming to the benefits, also put it in a bullet point format. Results, we could answer it in these three formats. Depending on the product, it would change. And then the science behind the product, for example, the posture character needed a science. Your product won't require a science. That's all your take. You could change this framework depending on the product and who is it for. So this is a very important headline because you will be showcasing how the product is used by different types of people at different areas of their environment or different demographics, different geographics. You could showcase it here. And the most important part is FAQs. The consumers will have a few FAQs like, could I fit into this product? If you don't answer it, they'll just skip. They don't want to take any risk. So give at least 5 FAQs that you find from this Amazon that answer the questions of the consumers. So I'll just show you my website to give you an idea of how I use this framework in my website, the indianposter.com, which has been used in this case study. So initially there would be a hero image. So this is actually optimized for a mobile platform. So I think it would not be optimized for our website. So we'll watch it like this. One second. There is it. Yeah. So there is a logo and we have a headline. I tested this headline through different methods. And then a description about the product, because a quick 1 or 2 lines about the product. Then I put in my product page because if the consumers are really wanting to buy this product, they could buy it here. And then the benefits of the product, I created this on Canva using our colors, our brand colors, the different types of benefits that the product gives, and there is an image at the back just to make it stand out. And the product details as mentioned above, and who is it for? Fitness enthusiasts who have sliced neck, even students who use computers, so people like that. And results as mentioned above, and how it works. And even a video or GIF could be inputted between these things to showcase the product in use. So this could be used. And then the FAQ session. And again, a few images if you think that would be helpful. And finally, reviews. Initially I had to use the reviews images from Amazon itself. And then when a brand builds up, you will get this organically. So this is how to create the product description. This will take a huge amount of time, huge amount of copywriting, but I'll also create a video on how to use it, create it through AI. That would be really helpful for you. But before going to the AI, I I want you to do it yourself, because even if the AI does it, you want to test it and you want to know if it's the best thing for the product or the brand itself. So this is the most important slide of this video series. If you do this properly, you will have a high converting website. If you could see the case study video that have been posted initially, I got a conversion rate of about 5%, while the industry standard is around 1 to 2%. So it's almost double, and 5% conversion rate is like amazing. you are getting double the amount of consumers with the same ad spend if you do this properly. So I want you to spend at least 3 to 4 hours on this. Create an Excel sheet, get down all the reviews, get down all the FAQs, get down all the competitor product links, because that would also help you for the AI stuff, which I'll teach you later. And at the same time, it will also help you in this 7-step framework. So we'll meet again for the website design. Welcome everyone. Today we are going to design our website. Finally, we have found our product, we have created a product description, and now the jobs to create a website. So as you all know, we will be using Shopify because that's the best thing on the market right now, and I used it for all my stores and it works perfectly. So initially you'll have to go to Shopify, and the cost is around 20 rupees per month for the initial 3 months, and then 1,500 for a few months. We'll also look into that. And once you get into your Shopify dashboard, come to the home page. We have order page, product page, customers, content, analytics, stuff like that. So initially we'll go to the settings itself, and we'll go from each tab one by one and do all the settings required. So the store name is the Indian Posture. We'll put my phone number, the support at the rate indianposture.com. We had created a Gmail account, but at the same time from Namecheap, we have redirected this support email ID to our brand name. We had done that. The business address, time zone will be this one. So stuff like that. You could change this prefix to whatever you want. I have put it as TIP for the Indian Posture. And next is the plan. Coming to the plan, we have three types of plans for Shopify. I think it's loading right now. My network is low. Yeah. I have chosen the 2000 rupee per month plan. View all features. Yeah, you could choose any one of it. I have chosen this one, and I don't know, have worked perfectly for me. The only difference is the 2% payment provider, and here it is 1%, 0.6%, and all other extra features. I use only this one, and I think for 2 months they have given 20 rupees per month offer, and after that it will be 1,500, then 5,600, then 22,680 rupees. So you could choose any plan, put your credit card details and fix your plans. I have put my credit card details, yeah. And then again, billing. My current billing cycle is going on. It's nothing important. Then users and permissions. So currently, I am the only one working on this account. But when I hire some staff or employees to do some order fulfillment, other work, they could also log into it. For the payments right now, it's only COD, but I used to do PayPal for my international marketing. And yeah, this manual payment method, put it into COD. And if you, when you get GST and you want to add your payment provider, I usually use Razorpay. Yeah, Razorpay is there. And for UPI payments, I use PhonePe. One second. Yeah. Yeah, you could choose any of the providers that you work with, Razorpay, PhonePe, cash free, anything. You could activate it here. You just have to go there and log into your account, and the APIs would be linked. And for the checkout option, uh, I have chosen email because I wanted the email address for remarketing. Then both first name and last name is required. Company name is not included. Address line 2 is optional. Shipping address is required. This I had chosen as pre-selected. You could choose anything, but you could mark it with the emails you get. Use shipping address as a billing address, valid shipping address. This one automatically archive the order. Post purchase page. You could have a post purchase page with different apps. I'll tell about that later. So this is how the checkout process works. Now customer accounts. I'm not using any accounts. For example, in Amazon, we had to create an account, but for contract stores, I don't think it's very necessary. And here again, you could create a new shipping profile based on the location, based on the weights that you want. And even here, you could add your shipping rates depending on the product. Then taxes and duties. We are not charging any taxes. I don't think. Yeah. Ensure that you checkbox tick include sales tax in the product price. Otherwise, an extra tax will be shown at the checkout page, which may be a turn off for a few consumers. And then next house is locations. Put out your address, default address, and app location. That will come out automatically. Gift cards, if you want to give gift cards, I don't do it usually. Markets, again, mine is only India market, but you could do international also if you want. Apps and sales channels, we'll use the apps later. I'll tell it about to you later. The apps that I'm using currently is Vitals, Roposo Cloud is a supplier. Facebook needs to be added to link our Pixel, advanced cash on delivery to accept the cash on delivery. Klaviyo is used for email marketing and email marketing campaigns. It's very easy to follow. You just have to activate a few campaigns. Razorpay and email. And then domains. You have created you have bought the domain from namecheap.com, and if you want to connect that existing domain, you have to type in the domain here, and there is this transfer it to Shopify will show you the process on how to transfer that domain to Shopify and link it. It may take up to 24 hours to link, but it's very easy process. Then customer events, what is this? It's just Facebook. I'll show it to you later. Branding. So branding. Here we'll be uploading the default logo that we have created on Canva, and the square logo is also required for different places. We'll put on the colors that we need on our brand. I've chosen this color. So put everything, the logo, square logo, colors, cover page if you want, slogan, short description, and your social links. You have to put it here. Notifications, put the sender email here. You could do it if you want. I don't look into it much in detail. Custom data, again, not required much. Language would probably English only, yeah. And then customer privacy, add a privacy policy, cookie banner, sales, etc. We'll just click on it. And yeah, I have I have activated all these things. Terms of policy, yeah. Here we have contact information. We could put it here. Shipping and delivery policy, terms of service. You could just create from template the privacy policy, the return policy, stuff like that. You could add all these things. And the store activity log. So we have done all these things in the settings page. And now coming to the online store where we will be basically designing the stores. Before going there, we have already created all the policies required: shipping policy, return policy, product return policy, contact page, FAQ page, etc. on this policy pages. And firstly, we'll go to the navigation itself. So navigation is basically, I'll show it to you, the indianposture.com. Navigation is basically the menu that we have at the top. These items: home, about us, FAQ, refund policy, contact us, and at the footer also there would be some menus, about us, refund policy, contact, shipping policy. So that's what we will be doing in this navigation. So in footer menu, you just have to, add menu item and click on policies. You'll get all the policy list here. And if you have created any blogs or other pages that you want, about us, contact us page, FAQ page, all these things will be coming up here. And for the footer menu, it's here. And for the main menu, it's here. You just have to add it and maybe sort it in whatever order you want. That's enough. And pages, I had created a few pages, I think, about us page. So add a page, and then there is a default template for contact. You could add it here and put a title or the content here and save it. It's done. That's it. Create the important pages like about us page, FAQ page, return policy page, and contact us page. These are important pages. And then coming to the theme. So right now we'll go to theme library. Wait a second. Yeah, popular free themes. These are the free themes provided by Shopify itself. You could choose any of it. I mostly go with Sense and Dawn. Any of it is possible. You don't have to buy premium themes. There are very costly themes available for, I don't know, $200, $300. You don't have to go with it. Just free themes works perfectly fine. And as you can see, I have used the Dawn theme here. You just have to customize it. If you look at the themes price, and there are 13 free themes and paid themes, and these themes may go to even $260 and $300, and I've seen $500 and $1,000 themes also. It's not necessary. Now coming to the website design, I usually design in the mobile itself. You could see how the website will be designed on the desktop and mobile. So first we'll go to theme settings and put our logo here and decide the width or whatever you want, the colors here, the animations, the buttons, the entire design of the website, like the radius bars. You could design whatever you want. I don't, spend much time it. I just focus on the logo and the color part and the typography part. As we have chosen a font, so sans serif font, Nuneato sans comes under sans serif font, so I have inputted it. I just focus on typography, color, and logo, and then I go to the section. So initially there would be a announcement bar, and I usually put some announcements like this: 50% off and free delivery. And then the header section. Header section is again this section. I could change the menu to drop down mega menu drawer, and I could put the color here, region selector, language selector, whatever you want. So this is our header section. And then after that, I'll have an image banner. I'll have a background image with these settings. And on that image, I would have written my main headline to hook the consumers. You could type it here. Then a rich text to give a small description of what our product is. After that, a featured product. If it's a one product store, so only homepage is required as a product page. So basically, I'm creating a product page for my store itself. So this is my featured product. And then I added these seeds through an app. I'll tell about it later. And this is also added through the app. And after that, I again have the image banner with the benefits which I created on Canva. And then the rich text about product details. Then again an image banner about the atmospheres or the environments where the product could be used. Then a rich text about results or how it works. Then a video. Then again, a rich text about the FAQ. So FAQ is typed out here also. And at the same time, we have a tab at the top and bottom to redirect to the FAQ. And again, we have an image. So these reviews have been added by an app. I'll tell it to you later. And we have the footer app. And one thing we have to consider is we'll also consider the add to cart page and the checkout page. So this is the continuous add to cart page. So to design the checkout page, I'll add one of my products to the cart. Add it to the cart, and now we'll go to the cart page to check how the cart page is designed. So this is how the cart page will be shown. All this is added by an app, the scarcity counter or get a 10% extra discount when you buy one more. All this is through an app, through the Vitals app. And now we'll go to the checkout option. And again, when you look at your initial designs, you will have to add the checkout logo here. Yeah, customize checkout. You'll have to add the logo here and then change the colors here, the button colors and the tick mark colors, whatever colors you want. You'll have to change it. So going back to the home page, yeah, this is how the website design is done. One second, I'll just go back to the home page. Yeah, thank you page is also there. You could change it to however you want, add app block or stuff like that. You could change it. And then order status page. This is the order status page. You could change it to whatever design you want. Orders. Yeah, these are the orders. So all this could be changed easily. This is how I usually design my website. And it's very easy. And if you don't understand any few options, you could just easily Google it or YouTube it. And they also have a very active help desk. You could ask them. It's very intuitive to design. And I feel website designing is not as important as your website copywriting is important. If you're done with the copywriting in the last module, this designing will take you around 1 to 2 hours only. But with experience, it varies. But if you are starting out, it may take only 1 to 2 hours if you have your copywriting, logos, colors, fonts, etc. is already set up. So this is how we are supposed to design our website. So after designing your website, we have to add a few apps. So Roposo Cloud is the first app that you have to add. You only have to click on that. You have to go to the Shopify app store, click on Roposo and link it to your store, and all the steps will be shown. And all your orders, products, everything will be shown here. And secondly, the second app that I use is Vitals app. So this is actually a very important app, and it's a combination of a lot of apps that I used in the past. For example, I used to have a separate app for reviews, separate app for add to cart button, separate app for checkout. But so there would be a lot of apps. So Vitals combines all these apps, and the price is around $29 per month, and it's totally worth it. So here I can get product reviews, add it to my website, etc. And next, product bundles, volume discounts, buy one, get one, all different types of apps you could get. And you also get a 30-day uh, trial policy. So these are all the apps that they provided to you. And it's very easy to use and very useful also. Like it gives you apps for to get extra conversion, to improve your UX, for upsells. And I use the trust badges that I mentioned earlier, the payment logos and the trust seal logos are from these apps. So this is a very, very useful and important app, and it will surely improve your upsells, margins, profits, everything. And then I also use Klaviyo. So Klaviyo is basically used for email marketing. And even in email marketing, the most important one is abandoned cart series. So for example, someone comes into your website and decides to buy the product, but because of some reason they were not able to buy, and they got distracted, and by mistake their account or the web page got cancelled. For example, there was this woman who wanted to buy the product, and I saw that her order was not completed after art to cart. So I just mailed her and asked her what happened. So she mentioned that she was asking her friend if she wanted the product or not. And her friend said yes, but by the time she came back to her phone, the website had gone. And when she received an the add to cart series mail on her Gmail account, she quickly ordered two products. So if I did not have that campaign, I would have lost two products, and in the same manner, I would have lost a lot of products. So these are the flows that you could do. In Cloud, it's all pre-built templates. You don't have to change anything. An abandoned cart mail, the browse abandonment, a customer thank you mail, welcome series. So initially it wouldn't matter, but when you scale it up, when you're getting, like if you're getting 100 orders or 1,000 orders per day, even if 1% extra conversion is there, you get enough revenue, and the revenue per consumer is 12.80 rupees. And they take very minimal amount for the amount of revenue they're bringing. It's a must-have app. And the final app that we need is the Facebook app. I think it's shown here. It's my sales channel. I'll just search Facebook. Yeah, this app is required to connect your Facebook ad account to your Shopify account. So when it loads, you just have to click a few buttons and your Facebook and business ad account will be there. You don't have to click anything here. You have to go below and start. This is not it. One second. You have to go to the settings, and yeah, here you will be given all the options like change the whatever. This is maximum, enhance. There are some options on how much data you could collect. The way to link your pixel or ad account to it, all your terms and conditions is just a 5 minute setup you have to do. So we have set up our online theme. We have set up our backend. We have set up a payment processor. We have set up all our apps. All of it would take around 2 to 3 hours, and you will be good to go. And I want you to spend this entire day on this. Create the perfect account. You don't have to add a lot of things, just follow the framework given. And as you can see, even the loading speed is much higher, much lower. The lower the better. And sessions will only be 96% this mobile and 3% desktop. So design your website for only mobile. So thank you. Hello everyone. So today we are going to create the ads for our campaign, and we will be launching the Facebook ad campaign. So right now we have the product, we have a website design, we have a product description, we have everything related to the product, and it's all about marketing from now on. So how to get the ad? So as I mentioned in my case study, so there are three methods to get an ad. Firstly, you could buy the product sample yourself and then create your ad. Secondly, you could hire a freelancer through Fiverr or even your nearby neighborhood freelancers and create a UGC content and edit it off to create your own ad. The third one, which I mostly do while creating my new campaigns or launching a new product, is getting ads from online itself and editing it out to create my own ads from those clips. So how to get the clips for those ads? So firstly, I'll go to YouTuber and search for poster corrector, and here I'll get huge number of videos, like a lot of videos, hundreds of videos I could get from here. And if I really want great videos, I'll just go for shorts. And in shorts, I'll get amazing videos about the posture character. You will get products or videos about any product. And secondly, I'll go to Facebook and do the same search for posture character. And posture characters, I'll search for videos. So I'll mostly get ads which have been ran in the past, and I'll just test it out. And thirdly, I'll go to Instagram and again search for posture, and I'll get all the content or videos or photos related to posture. So I usually get a huge amount of videos. For example, for the Indian posture only, I got like 5, 20 ads. I stitched it up together, changed the hooks of some ads. So for example, I'll show you one of the ads. I think
Get relief, get
this
alignment, get
was
good posture. Get relief, get alignment, get good posture. This is the back hero. Its revolutionary design makes it more than just a posture corrector. It also provides support to your muscles and back, giving you soothing tension relief. Say bye to bad posture and hello to a healthy back. Get yours now.
yeah, we'll see one more. Yeah, this one.
If you have this posture where your head is forward or your shoulders are rounded forward or your upper back is hunched, I'm going to take you through how to fix this. Introducing the posture corrector. It gently pulls back your shoulders, making you more aware of your stance so that you don't slouch like this. It's like having a mini coach reminding you to stand up straight.
So you get the point. I got around 5 to 10 videos, and of course, in these videos, hooks are the most important point. So I'll change the hooks of these videos, and this was the winning ad.
Get relief, get
This was the winning ad, but I could make it much better with changing the hooks. For example, I'll add the hooks of some other ads, and finally I'll get an ad which I could scale immensely. So there's this video ad that you could create, and secondly, you could create an image ad through Canva itself, and carousels ads is also possible, but mostly I run video ads itself. So we'll get these ads, and I mostly use Camtasia. This is the software I use to edit out my videos and create the videos that I'll be launching. And then we'll go to my ads manager. So this is the ads manager I used. Unfortunately, Facebook has disabled my ad account for some violations. This happens a lot. Facebook can disable your ad account. You have to request review, wait for a few days, input your ID and all. It happens a lot. So that's just the risk of the business. So I won't be able to show the ads in it, but I'll show how to create your own ads. So you have to create a business manager account on Facebook. You just have to search Google Business Manager and you'll get the link, and you'll get this ads manager. And firstly, this ads manager is split into three parts: campaigns, ad sets, and ads. So what is campaign? So by campaigns, what they mean is what our actual goal is. Do we want to tell or make people aware of our product? Do we want to get sales from that product? We just want engagement, traffic, stuff like that. And mostly, and 99.9%, I'll just go with sales for my product and then click on continue. And this is the new option that Facebook has launched, Advantage by Stopping campaign. I tested this with our manual sales campaign, and for me, manual has been working really well. But I think when Facebook masters this, this will be the best thing or the most easiest thing to do. But right now, we'll go with manual sales campaign. So campaign is fixed. We know what our goal is, which is getting sales. So next, we'll go through the campaign. We could put any campaign name, and here option 10. Don't change all of this. I'll change none of this. And then I go to the ad sets. What we mean by ad sets is here we will tell whom to target. For example, I could target my posture corrector to fitness freaks or elderly people. In my case, I targeted to people who use computers a lot, who sit on desks a lot. So I could do this here. I won't change any of this. Add your pixel here. This is one. This will automatically added if you had installed the Facebook ads app on your Shopify. This will be here. You just have to select that. Conversion event I add as purchase, and then no dynamic creative. Initially start out with just 400 or 300 initial budget by testing it out. And I usually schedule my ads for next day midnight. For example, today is 12 June. I'll set it out for 13 June midnight. And then audience control. So here, see audience control. So here I'll switch to original audience because I don't know if this didn't work for me. First of all, I'll use location. So initially, you could focus on every Indian location, but I usually focus on metro areas, and you could even exclude a few locations. For example, there are some RTO pins, the return fraudulent activities comes through a few pins, or return orders comes from specific pins. You could just add that file here, and it would be excluded. And then I go to age. I start with this age only, but right now posture character, I after some analysis, I was able to narrow it down to 18 to 45. That's you could change anything you want. And then genders, again, I saw that males were buying more than females. Around 90% of my customers were male, so I could change it. And this is the most important thing, whom to target. So initially you could test out a broad audience and then narrow it down. But right now we do have some idea on who to target. So I'll just browse it. So demographic wise, I could choose what the education level you want, what the financial level you are focusing on, what their income should be, how what are the life events like, are they staying away from their family, are they having a long distance relationship, newly married, newly engaged, parents, all parents, are they new parents, are they have they been parents of teenagers, how their relationship is, relationship status, work, and then coming to interest. So you could target anything and everything that you want. You just have to search it. For example, IT assistants, post IT decision makers, IT iTunes, or maybe Microsoft. Microsoft. You could search anything. Shopify. For example, if I want to focus on drop shippers or e-commerce people, I just have to search on Shopify and I'll find people who have some interest in Shopify. And as you can see, this is the estimated size of people interested in Shopify. So depending on the product, you could change the targeting here, and this is maximum that you want, but try to focus that you have at least 2 to 10 million of of audience in this stage, during the testing stage, because then you could narrow it down in the future. And don't consider all of this is all this useless that Facebook gives. It's just an estimate. Not I won't get 21 to 62 conversions. I may get lower, I may get higher. There are a lot of other factors falling into it. And after we have said this, it's time to finally upload our ads. So you could change your ads name here. For example, I could name anything, and even the ad set name could be changed. And here you have created a Facebook page, input that here, Instagram account, input that here, and select manual upload. What type of ad it is? I mostly go with single image or video. Yes, select it. Put your website link here, the indianposter.com. And then finally select your ad media, add video, and select the ad you want. I have already uploaded this video. I could select anything that I want. For example, this is the video that I want to put ads on. I could just select it and it's done. Yeah, add videos here. And then what the call to action is, I mostly go with shop now. And your destination URL, where you want the customers to land on, and what should be the displayed URL. And then finally all this is done, and then you just have to publish it. That's it. So if you have the ads, it works perfectly well. If you don't have it ads, create the ads, and it would take you maybe 30 minutes to set this up. And now I'll just show you the ads that the campaigns that I did for Indian Post. I can't run it because the accounts are disabled. I'll just show you my first campaign. The final test phase one. Yeah, this is the campaign that I had. Yeah, I'll try to show it to you. So this is the campaign. I just named it test phase one, auction, eligibility, stuff like that. I had put sales as my goal, and then here I had put my website, and I think purchase was only yeah, I had put purchase, and then my budget was initially 500. I increased it to 1,000, and they said that I would get around 15 purchases, but I got like 20 or 25, I think. So anything could happen depending on your ad set. And here, these are the locations I had put as my audience location, and I had, yeah, detailed targeting. I had put this console gamers. I was expecting people who uses computers a lot, technology, health and fitness creators, music creators. So all these people may probably use my product as they have to spend a lot of time on computers. So I put a detailed targeting, and my size was like 65 million to 76 million. So it was kind of broad, but narrowed it down to a few markets that I wanted to cater to. And then for the ads, I linked my page. I had not created a Facebook page, Instagram page, so I linked my Facebook page itself, and then manually uploaded this video and put all of these placement because Facebook would test it yourself and test it themselves and choose some ideal placement. For my primary text, I had this as my headline, and then three benefit points, and then my offer, and then my website link. So this is the format you should use to have a very catchy headline. This, after watching the videos, of course, our eyes go to the caption and relieve back pain and stand tall in 2 weeks with the Indian posture. Have some quantifiable thing in there and your brand name also, and add three benefit points because people would click on read more and check these benefit points. They'll like it, and but then they'll be still confused, and then they'll see this 50% off and limited stock also for the next 25 hours, and explicitly say that click on shop now. Otherwise you'll get a lot of comments on how to do this, how to buy this, how to stuff like that. You'll have to reply on those comments. Even after this, there are a lot of comments saying how to buy this product, so put it there, and also put this or visit the indianprocessor.com because sometimes they also want to link. They don't understand what click on shop now is, so they'll go to this website. You could also test this out. I didn't do it. You could test it out if you want. And there's this headline, experience less pain and pain productivity, which will be shown here. This headline will be shown here, and this could also be tested out. I didn't do it. My call to action is shop now, and my website URL is this. I'm sending it to the home page, and this is a display link. This display link will be shown here on the above the headline. And yeah, this is it, and you have to publish it. After that, I just copied it 10 times and removed this ad. Like I Yeah, here I deleted this ad and added a different video. You could just click here, click on duplicate and duplicate however number you want and add a new ad to it. And then click on publish, wait for the ads to run, and then make some money. And again, I this is the customized report I have created, customized columns. You could also do it too. Usually reports, they have customized templates themselves, but I created mine, one for myself. So amount spent, the reach I get, the impression, the CPM. CPM is basically the amount spent to show the ad to 1,000 people. And the clicks I got on those ads. As you can see, these are the ads that got clicks at very cheap price, like 6 rupees. And at least at, of course, 18 rupees also I would have stopped it. 18 rupees. So here I want to see the first part of my funnel. Like are my ads working? And my ads are working if the CPC is low. So I'll run those ads which have least CPC. And then next I'll say after watching those ads, they have to add the product to the cart and initiate checkout. Sometimes the customers directly initiate the checkout without adding to the cart. So I look at these numbers and look at these prices. And then finally, my purchase cost is this one. This is for this ad set, only my initial ad set. I think I'll show it for every ad set. Yeah. Finally, my cost per purchase for the product is right now 136 rupees. but and I am running these ads only. And as you can see, I have reached ROAS of around 7, 5, 3, 4, etc. My current ROAS is 3.63, but I could have easily made it to 5 if the ads accounts were not disabled, and I would have optimized these ads. So firstly, we'll just test the ads. We will not test the ad, this ad sets. So once the ad is confirmed, like this is my winning ad, then I'll go to the ad sets and test out different target audiences to find out which gives me the least cost per purchase. And once that is confirmed, I'll just scale it to the moon and then test the uh, items in my Shopify website to optimize that. So first I'll optimize my ad, then I'll optimize my ad set, and then I'll optimize my Shopify website to increase the conversion rate, to increase my average order value, stuff like that. I'll also show you my uh, Shopify dashboard to tell you how to analyze your Shopify numbers too. Because that's also important. Here you have analyzed your ad numbers and you know what ads is working, what ad sets it's working, if you are getting cost per purchase at this one. So this is the most important parameter. Your main goal is to reduce this with the ads and the ad set. So once it's reduced, what is this? Yeah, once it's reduced, then our goal will be to optimize the our website. So this is the analytics page of my website. I'll just the last 90 days. I don't know the dates exactly. So around 50,000 has been received here. I ran it for 2 or 3 days. My conversion ratio is rate is 4.16%. The average order value is this. This is the most important thing. I then optimize my website to increase the average order value. I'll probably give some upsells. I am right now testing out a pricing strategy. If it works out, I'll probably able to double this average order value. If it works out, I'll tell it to you. And as you can see, my add to cart percentage is 13.5. The reach checkout and session conversion is almost the same, 4, 5, and 4%. So these are some of the goals that we have to focus on. And after running these ads, we optimize our Shopify website too. To reiterate, create at least 10 to 15 ads so that you could test it out and then put those ads here. For that, create a campaign, then create a single ad targeting, and in that ad targeting, test out all those 10, 15 ads, and you'll find 1 to 2 ads that are working properly. Optimize those ads by testing out different hooks. So you will have a final ad which is scalable, but at the same time, don't rely completely on it. Buy the product yourself because now you have the money after running the ad. Create new ads yourself in different languages, English, Hindi, or even without any words, just a background voice. And then go to Shopify and optimize your Shopify website to increase the average order value and conversion.
You are going to love this lesson because I am completely revealing my 3 crore store. So it's almost is 2.9 crores and I have made some sales outside of it. So it has reached almost 2.98 crores, so it's almost at 3 crores. First of all, let's just see the numbers. It's last 365 days. I stopped the store in last April because in last April I started creating this content for this course and I didn't want any distraction, so I closed all of my stores, international and Indian stores, and I put all effort, day and night, time, effort, money, all of it into this course. So that's why I stopped it here. And this graph actually tells you the story about my store. So in May 2024, last year, I was at around 400 followers on Instagram. I wanted to get more followers and I wanted to do something crazy. So at that time, I created the store live on my Instagram channel. You can go on my Instagram channel and look at the highlights called 3 crore and you know the live videos. I created the store in 7 days and started launch the store in May 31st or something. So this was the first few orders that we got. And I was unprofitable at that time because my product price was 499, so I was unprofitable. And in June I started scaling a little bit. I reached at 3 lakh, and I was still documenting it on my Instagram channel. But after June, all of it was optimized, entire funnel flow, ads, all of it was optimized. And so you can see from 4,000 we jumped to 3 lakh, and from 3 lakh we jumped to 40 lakh. It was a 10 times jump. And in August again, from 40 lakhs to 60 lakhs. So in this 2 months itself, we did 1 crore of revenue in just 2 months. 1 crore. July and August, we did 1 crore. But after that, there was some stock issues in Ropo. So I then decided to reduce my ad spend to just recheck if I'm optimizing correctly, if I was profitable. And at that time, I was spending a lot of time in content creation. So I reduced my ad spend a little bit. It went to 27 lakh. And at this point, I had started my GST registration also. So I was talking with my CA. There was some confusions on what's happening, what's not happening. So I reduced my ad spend again. So in October, it was at 11 lakh. And at the same time, I was doing my work in Hindustan Unilever. So I was at the training period. So a lot of work had come up. So I reduced it a little bit. And then systems were set. My GST was working well. I hired my few relatives to do my customer service, my Instagram, social media handling. All of it was optimized. I just had to look at the store for maybe 5 or 10 minutes per week. That's it. So it was optimized. And at the same time, in these 2 months, I started one more store live on an Instagram channel called mypushupboard.com. And in this month, specifically October, I started an international store. I started two other stores. I was completely running at full speed, no rest. I was just starting, failing, testing, learning new things, applying it, doing content creation job, all of it. But then we started to stabilize in November 27 lakh, December 27 lakh. I scaled in January 40 lakh. Then there was some supplier issues, and that this month there was a huge supplier issue, which I had explained in my Roposo Cloud video in my supplier module, where they canceled 1,000 orders, and then I stopped this store, and I will restart this store after a few months. Don't worry, I'll restart it with a private supplier. But then in April, I completely shut it off. I in May also went to a few trips with my cousin. I was completely burnt out, so took a few break. And since then, I was working on the course. So this graph actually shows the storyline of my entire store. And then again, we have reached around 30,000 orders, this much sessions. And I'll just show you a weird thing. So yes, this average order value, I'll tell you why it's showing 36,000. Let me see. Uh, Last 90 days, average order value will be around 1,250. But when we look at all time, the average value is 36. Uh, Average order value comes up to around 36,000 rupees. I'll tell you why that is also. So these are all the numbers. Now going to the orders part, I'll show you a weird thing. Um, what do I do? I have sorted. Yes, sort by order number. No, sort by not order number. Total. Yes, sort by totals. Highest to lowest. So it's sorting. So you can see I got an order. So this was an order which I got in August. 4 person. I mean 4 orders from the same person. They ordered for how much this is? 92 lakhs. And they sent a amazing message also with a good email address, nice landmark, and the phone number also. I phone number is 9876543210. So I don't know why that person hates me so much, but we did that. I mean, they did that. They ordered 4 or 5 times with that number. So that really messed up my ad manager. In ad manager also you can see. I'll show you why it messed up my average order value. All of it was messed up. Next, I'll show you my ad manager also. This is the ad manager. So this is what I said. So he came to my store with this through this ad and placed an order. So that's why my ad shows 10 crores, but that was not the issue. A purchase price of 2412. So that really messed up my ad numbers also, but it's completely fine. So I had spent 38 lakh, that you can see 38 lakh, and we got around 3 crore of revenue. So the average ROAS comes up to around 8 or 9. Mm, so if I'll just remove this so that we get some idea. Uh, uh, is the by selection. So yes, now we have some idea. I don't know why only 2 crores is coming. So approximately 1 crore had come from that ad set, but I'll just remove it. So let's say the average ROAS was 6 only. Uh, and then the CPM was 52. CTR was 0.9%. For some, I got 8.4% also. CPC was 5. So as you can see in this store, I tested a lot. My entire Indian dropshipping learning, I tested every single thing, the entire funnel that I've explained in this uh, course, the ad testing, the copy testing, my website testing, all of it is tested, but still I am profitable. So that's the beauty of e-commerce. That's the beauty of this store. I was able to test multiple things, which I applied in my other stores where my ROAS is much higher, 2 to 3 times higher than this. But that ROAS was possible because I tested every single thing in this store while being profitable. So this is the purchase number of purchases I got. So only 17,000 purchases are shown here, but I had got 30,000 purchases. And the CPC is also lower than this. It was around 170 only, but it's fine. Still, I'm profitable as you will see in the PNL statement also. So this was the ad account. Now coming to how I find this product. So first of all, I found this product through a YouTube guru. So I'll just show that also YouTuber. There was this YouTube OG guru which I used to follow in 2020. So he had explained about this product in his store. Jor. I think his name is this one. Yes, I think I saw in this person's account he had his course. So in that course he had created a flex poster or something. So that was the first validation. In Roposo, I went and searched for that product posture corrector. And I saw multiple listings, so that means it was selling in India. So that was second validation. And I have seen multiple dropshippers making a lot of money with this store. So that was the third validation. So I found that product through that thing. And then the next part was branding. For that branding, I needed to create the color scheme, the font, all of it. So I'll just show you the yeah, mobile. So this is the mobile website. So branding, I created this website on Canva. Took me 5 minutes. The color I chose was this one to show that a calm kind of a tranquility kind of brand personality was what I was looking for because it was a health and wellness product. And then font was, I think, Poppins or Nunito. So yes, that was the font. I'll just check the font again because we have that uh, Chrome extension installed. Font is Nunito Sans. Yes. So the font was Nunito. Then the entire website was, I mean, the framework that I given in the website creation module has been tested on this store. So that's why I'm very confident about this. So I took this images from other competitor website, took this video, created these buttons, all of it. So branding was this color, Nunito font, a calm, tranquility kind of brand personality, a competence brand personality. The domain was bought from Namecheap. Logo was created on Canva. So all of it was set. Then I went to Roposo. I'll show my Roposo dashboard also. I don't think the data will be available still. Let's see. So yes, we do have 3 months of data. Sorry guys. 1 second, but we should have March data also. Why don't we have March data? Okay, we have March data. My RT was 45% and these buggers cancelled 2000 orders. So that's why I stopped using Repos. So that was the huge reason. But I had 7% prepaid orders. Mm, my cancellation rate was 2%. RT was 45%, but it could have been, it was actually 40%. But because of the cancellations, it was increased. I'll just show you my payment info also. Where is the payment? Yes, payments. Payment history. So this was all the payments I have received till date. Let's see if I can. So here you can see I have got a payment of 50 lakh. Okay, 50 lakh. But I also had another Reposo account which I ran for the first half of the store. So another 50 lakh from there. But almost 1.5 crores is what was no 1 crore is what was given by Reposo after the product cost, so it's completely fine. So from this we have to just pay the ad cost. So around 1 crore is what I got from both of my Reposo stores, and out of that, around 40 lakhs is what I paid for my ad spend, and there were other spends also. So my actual profit was around for 3 crore. So this revenue was around 2.9 crores, and my actual profit after tax, after GST, and after income tax will be around 10%, so around 20-25 lakhs. So that was the actual profit. This was the payment I have got. This is the ad spend I have got. I'm keeping it completely transparent. This is the website, and I would also like to show you my Instagram account, because we do have a huge number of followers in that account, and I'm very proud of it. And the only thing I did is I told my cousin that I'll pay him around 1000 rupees to post 5 to 10 videos every day, and he just used to do that for months. We have 996 posts and 1000 followers, and he has not posted for 1 or 2 months, and we are still getting followers from that. And one person had also tried to create a fake store from it. They created a fake store, but they were not sending the product. Uh, so they created the same website, same store, same kind of Instagram page, but they charged 300 rupees. So the customers was getting a giving amount. So they were doing only prepaid orders, no cash on delivery. So customer used to pay them around 300, 400 rupees, but the brand didn't send them the products, and those angry customers would mail me. So that's why I put this highlight also. And there was this tutorial, customers were asking how to use this product. So I had this tutorial. I'll just send them the link to this tutorial along with the welcome email. So that was also done. So this was the Instagram page with 101,000 followers. I will change this into a international dropshipping store if I get time. I'll sell this posture character internationally also. So this Indian dropshipping store will be closed after a few months. So this is how I made 3 crores from this store. I put it completely transparent, what I did, what went wrong, the fake orders, the scam me people, the tutorials, all of it. I have kept it completely transparent. Proposo scam, all of it is completely transparent. But let me show you a few payment proofs also, so that it will be motivating for you. Uh, let's see, 1.2 lakh, 37,000, 33,000, 22,000. 43,000. So this is daily payment, not weekly. Daily, I am getting paid these amounts. So that was it. We have seen every single thing of the store. Hope this is motivating for you. Hope you like this. And I know that you'll create much bigger stores than this. This is going to be an interesting lesson, as I'm going to reveal one of my winning stores. And I launched this store live on Insta also. So I'll just add those videos right here so that you could see how I launched this store in 7 days.
Oh my god. Our store has just crossed 1 crore in revenue. But there's a crazy story behind it where I almost didn't even start this store and wait till the end because I also have a surprise announcement. So I started this account with just one goal in mind. I wanted to show others that it's possible to earn passively while sitting at home with just a laptop and Wi-Fi. But I started getting a lot of comments and DMs saying, Amal, you are fake, you are scammy, if it's really possible, why don't you show it to us? And hence I decided to start the 7-day dropshipping challenge with 2 goals in mind. First of all, I wanted to grow my account and become an influencer. And secondly, I wanted to show others that if I can do it, anyone can do it. Fast forward, after 2 months, our store just crossed 1 crore in revenue. But again, I started getting a lot of comments saying that the series was just to show off my knowledge. It didn't create any value as it was very complicated. And hence the surprise announcement that I'll be creating a new store and documenting everything as simply as possible so that even a school student can do it. If you really want to create a passive income, just watch the video daily and do the few steps that I'm showing it to you. So this is day 1 of creating a 1 crore dropshipping brand. 1 crore rupees, that's how much my dropshipping store made with just one single product. And in the next 40 seconds, I am going to tell you how I created a list of 10 winning products with just 1 hour of product research. This is day 2 of creating a 1 crore dropshipping brand. If you are like me and want to save time and money, you could use these 2 methods. Firstly, I went to YouTube and searched for dropshipping case studies and looked for old videos with high number of views. It basically means that a dropshipper knows what he or she is talking about. And secondly, if it's an old product, I could relaunch it.
And the second method is going to Roposo Cloud and I scroll through all products with just one criteria in mind. Will I buy that product? If it satisfies that criteria, I put that in my list. Do this exercise today and tomorrow I'm going to give you a crystal ball with I think I have found the perfect product for a 1 crore with one product dropshipping challenge. This is day 4. It's a product that I would personally use and it satisfies most of the winning criteria that I shared in yesterday's video. My winning product is a push-up board which can be sold to gym goers. But how can I find viral videos which can be used to market this product? For that, I went to YouTube, Instagram and TikTok and downloaded viral videos. If you want to know how I downloaded videos from TikTok, which is banned in India, comment below. I have downloaded around 30 videos to test as ads. But before that, we have to create a brand around this product, which will be covered in the next video. How to create the perfect brand name for your dropshipping store. This is day 5 of 1 crore with one product dropshipping challenge. After creating more than 20 plus dropshipping stores, I realized that there is a pattern for every winning brand name. It either had benefit or product name in its brand. So I spent a couple of hours to create an AI prompt that reduced my time of creating a brand name from 24 hours to 5 minutes. Using this prompt, I came up with the brand name mypushupboard.com. If you want this prompt, comment brand below and I'll send it to you. And tomorrow I'll show you how to create a brand logo in just 5 minutes. How to create the perfect logo for your dropshipping brand. This is day 6 of 1 crore with one product dropshipping challenge. Till now we have finalized the product name and the brand name. So I went straight to Canva. Firstly, I opened Canva and typed in my brand name, my push-up board. Then I selected my main word push-up and changed it to my brand color red. After that I went to elements and searched for fitness and got this icon. I just placed it on one of the corners and yes, my logo is ready. This is the final logo that I created with Canva in just 5 minutes. You might think that it's the most boring logo ever, but trust me, it's all you need. If you wait for perfection, you'll never start. Tomorrow I will give you my AI prompts with which you can create a high converting website in just 30 minutes and your product will sell like hotcakes. When I started dropshipping, it used to take me weeks to create the website. But last year I spent 7 days to create the perfect AI prompts that helped me make a website in just 1 hour. And I will share it with you today. This is day 7 of 1 crore with one product dropshipping challenge. I spent my first 10 minutes to copy Amazon links for my product and pasted it in ChatGPT. Then for next 20 minutes, I gave these AI prompts to ChatGPT one by one. Next 10 minutes were spent on reviewing the content given by ChatGPT. Then I went straight to Shopify, created an account and just pasted the description given by ChatGPT. And this is the website that I created in 60 minutes. If you want these prompts, comment copy and I'll send it to you for free. Tomorrow we will find a supplier to sell this product. When I started dropshipping 4 years ago, I used to sell in countries like USA, UK, Australia, etc. But when I decided to dropship in India, I faced a major issue. I was not able to find a platform that could handle everything related to my deliveries. I had to use multiple apps and vendors to streamline my backend, which was not so exciting. Then I started using Roposo Cloud recently. Yes, it has a lot of issues, but it also helps me to reduce my time and effort, which I can use to market my product. This is day 8 of 1 crore with one product dropshipping challenge. I have finalized the product, which is a push-up board, and then checked Roposo for the prices and selected the one with the lowest price. Then I connected Roposo to Shopify with just a few clicks using their app. In last 8 days, I have finalized the product, made the website, found ads and connected the supplier. Tomorrow, I will launch this website with Meta app. So yes, that was an exciting experience to launch another store on Instagram. So I'll just reveal every single thing about that store. It has currently crossed 68 lakh rupees when I stopped it because it was not a, I mean, there were other products which were giving much higher profit. So I thought that I used my cash flow in those products and stop this. But you could completely use this product now itself. I did not do creative testing. I have not done much interest testing. You could relaunch this product, brand it really well. So I just reveal everything about it. I got 68 lakh rupees in revenue and my average order value was 1041. 100% was from release it COD app, sessions over time. You get all this info. I'll just refresh it so that you don't say that it's a fake account or fake store or fake order, stuff like that. So I just refreshed it. The store was started in July, then it grew a little bit, then it dropped. Then in November, I scaled it really well to around 20 lakhs a month.
and then December and January were kind of stable, 10 lakh per month, and then I stopped it. So first of all, I have to tell you how I find this product. So one day I was just like scrolling on Roposa Cloud, and in one of these tabs, I was looking for a product, and that's when I found this product called Push Up Board. And at the same time, I had also seen the ads of this product on my Instagram itself. And apart from that, when I looked at other stores, other Instagram pages which post products like this, they also had videos of these products. So then I went to this one of this listing. It was just 346. At that time, I think it was around 400 rupees. But right now, the cloud pricing is 346 minus 57, around 300 rupees, including shipping. And it had all the details, but I had to validate that product. So I went to my validation checklist. So this is the validation checklist. Does it solve a problem? So the problem it solves is that it gamifies fitness for new beginners who are getting into fitness, who getting into exercises and all, and it helps them to motivate to do a push-up. So it kind of solves a problem, but not a major problem, but it makes the lives of the customers easier, and they know exactly what to do in a push-up. It adds convenience and gives boosts the confidence in the customer. It has an emotional appeal. Like I could create ads saying that your body will be transformed and maybe you could get a girl in your life, stuff like that. And it's a passionate niche. Into the fitness niche. Next is it's not readily available in stores. I'll just type it out. Medium. Hi, 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 yes, no. Are there competitors? There were a lot of competitors, but not many branded competitors. So I just say medium competition. Is it a new or unique? It's a unique product in the market. It has a wow factor, but it cannot be personalized. So all this is fine, but again, it's hard to guess the price. It can be a 500 rupee product, it can be 1,000 rupee product, 1,500 rupee. It's up to us. It's up to our branding how much we could sell this product to. So I'll just say medium. Is the product cost less than 500? Yes. Is it trending? Okay, according to Google Trends. So I went to Google Trends, and we'll just search for push-up board. We just want to know if there is any demand for this product. Push-up board. So I had launched it in last July, and it's almost May, so kind of the same time period. And if you look at just India, okay, push-up board. So it has some demand, but it's spiking for some time, then falling below, spiking, falling below, all those kind of stuff. But again, if I search for just push-up, people who search for push-up or how to do push-up or stuff like that, it's a growing demand. So I will say maybe low to medium for this part. Then coming to, I mean, I mean, I try to go to gym regularly, so I have kind of some experience, and I know how people who look at fitness may look at this product or how they may perceive this product. So I'll just say medium again. Is it a high risk product? No. Will FB allow these ads? Yes. And I had checked there were multiple ads from which for this product. Otherwise, in Roposo itself, they had given me multiple ads for this product. There is one, two, three, four. So I can find at least four ads for this product. Yes, it can be purchased without much research. It's not very much low in volume, so I'll just say medium. Or I'll just say medium. It's not a small product, no, but it doesn't break. Yes, it doesn't have much sizes. No. Its perceived value can be high. Yes. Its purchase price is low. Yes. And personalization is not possible. Now, overall, it solves a problem or is connected to an emotional practical niche. And then it cannot be found in local. So it has a wow factor. And to avoid the product, it doesn't come into clothing. It does not infringe or affect any copyrighted product. It's not a low margin product. We can sell it with good margin. It's a unique product and it's not very expensive electrical item. So that's how I validated the product. But I also need to see if I could price it well. So that's how I went here. So our current supplier price is, let's say, 300. Sorry, 300. Ads, I am assuming 180 rupees. Just to be conservative, 180 is too high, but still we'll assume that. Cancellation rate, I have kept 10%, and RT, I would just expect maybe, let's say 60% to be very, very, very conservative. So I will have to sell it for 1099. But I started with 999 rupees. So I'll just say starting profit per product will be 27, but we have taken all these numbers very conservatively, so of course the profit will be higher. So I priced it 999. Now what is the next thing to do? We have to create a store. For that, I'll just go to the. So I just want to show you how it looks on website. So as I have mentioned in my framework, there will be a button to increase urgency and scarcity, a headline, then the review 5 stars, who has written it, another button, then a GIF, first paragraph of the story, a image or GIF, next paragraph of the story, then again an image or GIF, next part of the story, again an image, the story ends, the button, then a video about how this product works, then how to use this product, step 1, step 2, step 3, exactly like we have discussed in the framework, and it's the homepage of a one-click store. Then a comparison with the traditional method. The traditional method is, of course, traditional push-ups. Then how to buy this product. Then the free bonus that we explained, that's value stacking, increasing the possibility or the conversion rate. Then our product is shown if they want to buy it directly here itself. And then a few testimonials which we have created using ChatGPT, another button, then the FAQs, and then another button. So keep in mind that this was my one of the first few stores so this is the store in which I have actually tried and optimized my entire strategy. So some of the frameworks that I've told in my earlier modules will be different. Stick to those modules because I have tested those in these stores and in multiple stores, and then I have come up with that framework. But maybe 90% will be found in this store itself, but 10% may be different. For example, this. I used to put my free bonus at the top, but then I removed it to a little bit in the middle part. I removed this in my product page. So my product page will start with this right now. Then again, a headline, a paragraph, image. Headline, paragraph, image. Who is it for? Then a GIF, FAQs. That's it. That's how the product page will be. So this is how I designed my store. And the next part is, of course, finding the supplier that we have discussed here itself. I use Roposo as my supplier, and my payment process was completely released it app. So I'll just show you the apps I used in this store. One second. So these were the 4 apps I used in the store. I had also used Vitals. I deleted it because I'm not running the store and I didn't want to pay 3,000 rupees per month for the store. There was the Release It COD form and Roposo and this SkyPilot. SkyPilot for digital product, Roposo as my supplier, and this is to run my cash on delivery orders. So I did not have any other payment processor, only COD orders. Now coming to the final part, the Facebook ads that I have run. So these are the ad campaigns that I ran for mypushupboard.com. I think I missed a few ad campaigns. So the revenue here shown is 47 lakh rupees, but here we have 70 lakh rupees. I think I have missed a few ads, but it's completely fine. I had spent around 10, 12 lakh in my ads to get around 70 lakh. ROAS was between 6.5 to 7. So that's shown here. And my CPN was 47 rupees in combination to all the ad sets and uh, campaigns. My CTR was 1.2%. So these are really good numbers. Cost per click was 4 rupees. But keep in mind again, this is one of my first shows. So I have learned from a lot of mistakes in this score and I can easily get a much better numbers right now with these stores as I have explained in my previous modules. And add to cart were this much, cost per add to cart cost per checkout, and my cost per purchase was around 50 rupees without GST. With GST, it will come up to be around 180, which we had expected in our initial pricing checklist. And another thing that I have to notify you is that my final pricing that I optimized for was 1,250 rupees. I started with around 799, then 899, then 999. Then this is the number I had found. And I just want to show my conversion rate also. Oh, sorry, conversion rate. I had released it, so it's not here right now. So I had 1,009 for this much sessions over time. I'll just copy it, and the number of orders I had was 5,000. Number of orders I had was 6,569. So equal to 6,569 divided by this number, which will come up to be around into 100. So the conversion rate was for around 3.4% with this pricing, with a pricing of 1,250. Then my price was around 999, my conversion rate was around 4.5, but this was giving me more profits and profit margin, so I stuck with this pricing. Now coming to my ad testing, uh, you can see I had spent around 10 lakh rupees here to get back around 60, 70 lakh rupees in return with a ROAS of 6.5. The numbers here are different. I think I have not selected a few ad sets, but that's, I mean, I just have to show that this is the amount I have spent on ad account. So we have covered how I find the product, how I found the supplier, how I created the website, how I ran the ads. But at the same time, I also got a lot of organic orders here because I got my cousin to post around 10 videos daily. So we had around 800 posts with 4,500 followers, and they gave a few organic posts. And some of the videos had gone viral, giving around 500,000 or 1 million views. But again, if I was really into it, I could have changed it into a really branded product with branded packaging and a good Instagram page also, because we got 4,500 followers in a few months with organic posting only. So yes, that's how I created this entire store.
Hey, this is Amal Anthony, and it's a quick video for you. So I'll just start by showing you one thing. This is my WhatsApp chat, and this is my WhatsApp group. So this is the first group, and you can see the number of questions or number of doubts that's coming up. This is the second group, and I do receive a lot of messages also, personal messages, and I have to personally answer them. I'll just show you all the messages I have to personally answer. So what I was thinking is there are a lot of questions or doubts that are repeated multiple times. So how should I cater to that? And secondly, you have joined this program, and the real questions, the actual executional questions will start up when you executing the content or executing the process told in the program. So what should I do? Because I am also a human, I don't have infinite amount of time or energy to reply to all of your questions. And secondly, Google does not give you correct answers. In YouTube you have to search for hours to find the correct answer. So what should I do? And that's how I created this, my own chat GPT bot, which I right now called Amal AI. I don't know what I'll call it in the future. So basically I have trained it completely on all of the resources, all of my knowledge. I spent like 2-3 weeks just to create this, because I had to train it on my tone, I had to train it on my knowledge, I had to train it on what is expected from my students, and I had to train it on my experiences. What are the questions that I used to think? I started with what is dropshipping, and then how to do dropshipping, then how to do international dropshipping, and my question kept on getting more specific and more complex. For example, one of my questions could be how to handle payment processing specifically in US while taking care of taxation. So that is some of the specific questions that come up. And secondly, when I used ChatGPT, it was giving me very generic answers. It was kind of good answers, but very generic. I wanted a specialist to help me, and I went to the market, and I couldn't find anything in the market that I actually needed a specialist that will be available for me 24/7, and hence I created this, the Amal AI. For example, the first question is, what is dropshipping? I'll just answer it. You just have to answer it, and this bot will answer as me. This is not Chat GPT. You're talking to Amal. You're talking to Amal Anthony, the Mallu hustler. So it has a lot of documents that I've given. So that's why it is, reading through all the documents that I've given, all the info I have given about it, and I have actually personalize it to not to go to web search and do random web searches and give you random answers. So it is trained on just my knowledge, just my resources, my strategies, and of course it's only accurate 90% of the time. Don't follow it foolishly, but it will save you hours of research and time. For example, there will be a lot of complex questions such as how to do ad strategies or how to scale your product. So you can go to YouTube and look at a lot of videos and then understand how what the selling strategy is. But here you can just come and type it out. You can just give the image or screenshot of your ad account and it will tell you what to do. So here it is just going through all my documents that I've given. We'll just wait for the answer. So a simple question like what is dropshipping? My AI bot is actually thinking about it rather than just giving you a generic answer that you can find in every blog or every Instagram video. This is not doing that. This is give you specific personalized answer based on my knowledge and resources. So let's just wait for it. So here you can see it kind of gives in a structured manner while at the same time gives in a way that I talk to people. So dropshipping is you sell first, buy second. So that's the hook. This answer keeps you hooks rather than giving you a very basic generic definition. So it will give you a very detailed answer on what dropshipping is. So after that, you will become, better than 70% of people in the world who doesn't even know what dropshipping is. So we'll just go through this answer very quickly. What is dropshipping? How it works in India? The unit economics is actually from my PNL sheet. Profit delivered. So if you look at other Google posts, they'll say product price, cost of the product, delivery fees. That's it. So it has gone through more details, and then it also tells you the ugly truths. How to keep RTO low. So these are some of the strategies that I discuss in the program, the AI Dropshipping MBA program. What dropshipping is not. If you start this week, what's my playbook? So it will give you a very detailed answer for a very easy question like what is dropshipping. So just think, just use your imagination what it will give you when you ask very specific question. And one of the downsides of it is that my students are not asking questions to me. So they just tell me that the Amal AI answers all of our questions and it speaks in your tone and language. So we don't even have to ask you questions. So one of the downsides is that when students face the problem, they solve it here itself and they don't even reach me. So I don't actually know what the problems the students face during execution, but keeping that aside, I do know what the problems will be, but this really helps me to save my time and effort to create chapters and modules that will give more impact rather than answering basic questions like what is dropshipping. So this is the link. I'll put it in the description. You can use that. You can ask any kind of question and this will help you out.
Imagine this, 30 days from now, you launch your first dropshipping store, you run a 300 rupee ad and you hear that Shopify's catching sound on your phone, your first order, then 10 orders, then 50 orders. That's what this video and the entire course is all about. But let me get this straight. I actually don't want you to buy this course. A few years ago during COVID, I was unemployed even after being one of the college toppers. I was smart, hungry and looking for opportunities, but nothing was clicking. I tried affiliate marketing, freelancing, crypto trading, Instagram, theme page flipping, all possible side hustles. I lost money to shady suppliers, burnt money on Facebook ads. At one point, I even thought that dropshipping was just pure luck or scam. Then one day, after 6 failed dropshipping stores, I launched my mustard seed necklace store. I didn't make lakhs in week 1, but for the first time, I saw momentum and that changed everything. Since then, I have scaled multiple dropshipping stores. One made 60 lakh, one made 1.2 crore, one even made 3 crore rupees. And I did all of that while working full time, a 9 to 5 job. Most people don't get there, not because they are lazy, but because they do not have the full system, especially in India. The YouTube content is scattered. Most of the content created is for US dropshipping. And let's be honest, most gurus here don't have actually built a real brand. That's why I created the AI Dropshipping MBA. Not just a course, but a complete system built for India. You learn how to find winning products with free plus AI tools, how to test with a 300 rupee ad, how to work with suppliers without getting scammed, how to build a high converting store, how to scale to 1 lakh rupee per day with Meta Ads framework I use, and even how to exit or automate your brand. No fluff, no recycled videos. You get 30 plus modules, 160 plus lessons, 20 plus bonuses, and lifetime access. Now, let me tell you the truth. I don't want everyone buying this course because I'm not a course seller. I have built real brands. I still run my stores. And if I give you my systems, you might even become my competition. But more importantly, if you are not ready to act, you are here just to learn and not execute, don't buy this course, don't waste your money. But if you are ready to execute, if you want to build a real brand, then this is your window. You get a lifetime access, you get a community of serious dropshippers, and a 30-day no questions asked return policy. Click below, let's build something real, one step at a time.
Can you expect from this course? I'll just give you an overview of how this course is and what can you expect from it. Just click on the use on that website link, put your username and password, click on view course, and now you have access to every single lesson in this course. And you will have more than 30 modules. We have 31 modules right now. I'll be adding more modules. And in each lesson, I am putting what this lesson is about. There will be a discussion tab where you could ask your questions. I'll reply to these questions. Other people in the community will reply to this question. And in some lessons, there will be a notes section. I would have put some resources or documents that would be helpful in that module. So the first module will be, of course, about mindset and the private community that you can join. I have put the links to this community here where you could join. I also have a video on how to join this. So join this community. We have a Discord community, we have a WhatsApp community, we have a Telegram community. Now, next is we'll start with mindset because that's very important. I have given you tools, resources, stories, lessons that I've learned entirely to take away every single fear that you have. So there are a lot of Q&A Q&A videos that I've created to take away all your fears. There will be a lot of questions in your mind. All these lessons, all these questions will be cleared after this module because that's very important, our mindset module. Then I'll explain a little bit about what Indian e-commerce is, why you should do Indian e-commerce, should you do Indian e-commerce or international dropshipping. All of it will be explained because my goal is not to make you a dropshipper, but to make you a D2C legend. Next, we'll talk about the legal requirements. What are the documents that you need, how to get those documents, GST, company formation, even bank accounts, how to register a company, tools to register a company. All of it is done here. Then we'll discuss about the different gaps in the market, how to choose between a general store, a niche store, or a one-product store, how to find gaps in it. That will be completely module 5. Next, module 6. Before even helping you find products, I'll tell you what to look in a product with the STAR framework, with the 7P framework, how to use Google Trends, how to use similar trend, how to check saturation. All of it will be shown here. Along with that, I am giving you my product validation checklist. I am giving you my 7P framework, the STAR framework. All of it will be given to you in that module. Next is we have 30 plus free product research methods in the priority of methods that I currently use. All 30 plus methods is shown here. After that, uh, we have 10 paid product research methods also. So in total, we have more than 40 plus product research methods. Then we'll talk about suppliers in India, from Roposer Cloud to Bab Store to Deodap to uh, Source and Feed to WeFulfill, all of it. Then we talk about suppliers for international dropshipping because this is for both Indian dropshipping and international dropshipping. Zendrop, AliExpress, AutoDS, CJ dropshipping, all of it. Then we enter into storytelling and and branding because we have found a product, we have found a supplier. Next is to create a website. But before creating a website, we have to create a brand because we are doing branded dropshipping. We create a brand. We understand brand archetypes. Understand how to create a visual identity. And I teach as a live walkthrough on how I create a logo on Canva in just 5 minutes. How I create a favicon in 5 minutes. How I set up my Facebook pages, Instagram pages, different tools to help you create logos, your branding, all of it. Then there is a huge module about pricing. I'll tell you everything you need to become a pricing expert, from the psychology of pricing to offering, to create multiple offers, to create multiple bundles, how to give a discount, where to give a discount, what is the break even ROAS, all of it, and even how to test a pricing. I'll give you an Excel sheet on how to create a pricing for yourself also. It will help you to create your own pricing. You can find the Excel sheet here also. All of that will be provided. After that, we'll create the store. I have told you in this lesson, I have explained how to create a general store, how to create a niche store, how to create a one product store, how to create a home page, how to create a product page. All of it will be created. We start from store architecture to even Shopify backend setup. All of it will be done. I also provide my 9-step product page format, my framework, a Shopify backend checklist, website design checklist, and how to even create a product page by using AI. All of it will be shown here. Next, I've explained about the different Shopify apps you will need, from Release It COD to Sky Pilot to Vitals, just 5 apps that you will need. Then we will talk about payment processing in India. Apart from COD, we need multiple payment processing from Razorpay to PhonePe. And then next, while doing international dropshipping, a huge problem that we face is payment processing, because it's very difficult to get payment processor to accept Indian dropshippers. I'll help you to find a loophole to be accepted for international dropshipping also. Then we'll explain when there is a module about image ads, how to use image ads, what to use in image ads, how to create image ads, uh, using AI to create image ads, and image ad checklist also. It's provided there. Then video ads. In video ads, I'm giving you 7 types of video ads, how to create video ads using AI, how to where to find video, how to edit videos. All of it will be covered here. Now, coming to Facebook ad copy, it's very important. We have to first master the hook of an ad copy, and how to create a template for your winning ad copy, and how I create an ad copy with ChatGPT using a framework that I have created. I have given the framework also in this prompt link, in these discussions, in these notes also. You can download that there. Then I'm giving you my resources as another prompt, ad copy prompt 2. Then there is a huge module about complete meta ad strategy expertise, from beginner to advanced level, from starting to what is meta to how to use meta, different meta ad metrics you will be taught, my how to create a business manager, how to create an ad account manager, different campaign structures, advanced interest targeting, how to use ShipRocket to find customer psychology for meta targeting. Then I am giving a walkthrough, a step-by-step walkthrough on how to create your first campaign, my testing framework from to go from 0 orders to 100 plus orders per day, my scaling framework, how I use my ads, how I split my ad budget, a complete module on conversion rate optimization, on how to completely optimize the entire funnel to maximize your profit, a module on operations, inventory and logistics, a case study on how I scale from 0 to 2.8 crore, another case study from 0 to 70 lakh, entire module where I go step by step on by creating a brand, from finding a product, from setting up Gmail, from finding winning ads, from creating a website. All of it will be shown on how to actually set up a website, a branded dropshipping store. Then my entire secret first course that I created completely, it's very transparent. It was created only for my friends, my closest of friends. I shared it with only 20 friends. You will get it with this. How to sell your store, how to close your store. Uh, if you want to sell your store international or Indian dropshipping, I'm providing platforms to sell your store. And I'm telling you how to exactly close your store to reduce risk and increase reward. And finally, an entire bonus tag, a 35,000 worth bonus tag with all my AI prompts, my Excel sheet, all of it. So this is the entire lessons, learnings, all of it that you'll get. Here you can see 205 lessons. By the time you will start getting this course, you'll start using this course. I would have added more than like, at least 10 more lessons to it, because I'm still shooting. But this is the entire thing that you'll be getting: 31 plus modules, 205 lessons, all of it for just very minimal cost. And I feel it's a very fair cost, which I decided after asking you guys only. So I feel that you can actually get back the price of this course within 2 weeks if you listen to what I'm saying and execute step by step. This is worth more than anything.